Now stop getting Bond wrong! I'll tell you about the spy who loved me. All do that with your fingers round your eye. I'm Roger Moore. Bang!
My name is Jeff.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm a talking chair, formerly known as Jeff Hicks. Hold on, let's fix this shit up. What is up, folks? Welcome to 2026. Let's try that again. Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is, for now, the Bombay bad boy himself, Big Red Nick Hughes.
Glad to be here on the first episode of 2026. I have one piece of advice to give everybody for this year. Just remember, when you're out and about in the world, anywhere in the world, donuts, in fact, do not wear alligator shoes.
That did not make my holiday watching list, but it's going to make my blaxploitation watch list every night at 10 o'clock. I don't care if I'm streaming. I'm going to go out into the living room and watch Black Dynamite 28 times for every day of Black History Month. Hell, is it leap year? Can I watch it 29 times? I'm like shit my pants if I watch Black Dynamite 29 times.
I mean, you can never go wrong with that movie, in all honesty. You really can't. So,
no, it's
always a good watch.
So, folks, like Nick said, this is the first live show of 2026 for the WCBs podcast. If you were fortunate enough to catch me on Tuesday, we talked about some other geek culture stuff. But as I announced last year, that is not a weekly show anymore. We will assemble when there are topics that need to be discussed. But we already talked about Kathleen Kennedy getting fired again. So I'm not going to make a weekly live show where I talk about the same shit that I don't care about anymore. If she's there, she's there. If she's not, she's not. You know, it's this stuff that I have good memories with, not her dumbass. But, Nick, did you get a chance to see Anaconda over the break?
No, actually, I want to watch it this weekend. I'm gonna go watch this weekend because it looks interesting. It looks fun, and I want to check it out. I've just been lazy because of the holidays and everything. So,
all I'll say is I wanted it to be better.
Oh man, I'm still gonna give it a chance though. I feel like it deserves a fair chance. It deserves it needs a little bit of help.
Oh, it definitely deserves a fair chance. Dion, you were with me when we saw Anaconda. On a scale of 1 to 10. First off, welcome to 2026, my buddy. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say Anaconda was for you?
For me, I give it. Listen, it's a solid 7.5. Hillary, knowing that pain in my, she would give it an 8. It's a solid 7.5 for me. It was funny. It was, again, beginning, middle, and end, and I loved everybody in it. Even with the who the fuck is that thing going on. I had a great time. I love that movie.
I would only take a point from you. I would go 6.5. I liked it. I would probably watch it again, but I honestly went in thinking it was going to be like the funniest movie of the season, and it was funny. Yeah, we laughed. But there was one moment that kind of sucked the wind out of the movie. It was meant to be a joke, and I went, "Oh, that's just dumb," and then I never got back to it.
Oh, yeah, there were times where you and I looked at each other like, "Really?" With the whole the really in your face other Anaconda joke with they're shooting it on this other yacht. We were both just kind of like, really? Like, you had to make that joke?
It wasn't good.
Oh well, I'll still give it a watch just to see because I'm still curious.
It is the classic Paul Rudd where he puts a little bit too much of his thumb in it.
Gotcha. Yeah, a little bit too much thumb. I'll remember that next time. I know there's another one coming out this weekend. I want to go watch. That's called Primate. That looks terrifying.
Oh yep, that other one was good.
Yeah, with a chimpanzee that goes nuts and kills everybody in the house. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, he's supposed to get bit by something.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty much Cujo with a chimpanzee. No, shut up and pack my drink, would you?
You there, Nick? I'm looking at this movie right now. It has no actors I've ever heard of, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, so that means
There you
that means they spent probably max 20 million on it. It's going to be the one of those things where like January, February is always like the shit months, so we'll get a lot of like really cheap horror movies that come out. So I'm always here for those because I love them because every now and again you find a diamond in the rough. It's rare you find something good. I know a few years ago we got Terra, which was fucking terrible.
We've had more shit we've had some pretty decent horror over the last couple of years. I wouldn't say
We have. It has. We've got like elevated horror now and things like that. So
it's getting too pretentious to a point where I'm scared.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Where like everybody's trying to do the A24 thing, and it's like you can't. Not everybody can do that. You have to like, I hope with everybody trying to achieve that and failing,
you're just two bougie bitches.
You damn right.
I hope with that happening and people failing, we go back to slashers because I miss those. We need another run of like ridiculous slasher movies for the next few years.
The slasher thing ain't got nothing to do. Degenerates like slashers, right? Like Nick like violent movies that don't use slashers against current horror. It's getting pretty.
Well,
good.
I will say this, Nick. The reason the slasher worked in the 80s is because of the political climate. We have a very similar political climate. Now's the time to bring back Jason Voorhees. It's not a political.
Well,
statement. It's just people want that.
Amen.
Yeah, but we need to invent some new killers and some new things and start killing kids in the woods again like the old days.
Why don't we do it for fun? Not literally. I left my comic book. Shit.
Your comic book. It's mine. Don't worry.
You can have it. It's not very good. I just bought it for the collection.
I know it's a newer Spider-Man, but I just wanted to flex a little bit. Dude, he was here. We had a fantastic.
This Daredevil book was awesome, by the way, Dion. Nice. I sat through it and read it, quickly in the bathroom. So
quickly in the bathroom. I love that.
Sometimes you get inspired and then you get a cramp and you get up and you finish it in the other room because it's that good of a book. Gene Colan artwork, Stanley writing.
Okay.
So welcome in, Kendo. Welcome to 2026. We are just having an informal introduction before we start the show proper. Yep, exactly. Folks, at the end of the night, we will have a look at what's coming up in 2026. We will talk about what's exciting, and this is the year where we want more fan interaction than ever. So get involved. We gave you some extra membership stuff on Tuesday. I'll have some more stuff for you this coming week, and I'm going out into the stores. Well, I've been out there. I've been filming stuff for you guys. I know you missed those videos, and spoiler alert, this one's actually like surprisingly good. Because I went out of town for this one and I couldn't stop laughing. There are parts in the video where the camera shakes because I'm cracking up. So join me on Saturday morning for that.
What did you find?
Plastic dreadlocks.
Lovely.
Get the fuck out of here.
You've been saying it for years. They talk shit. It's cool to be black, ain't it? Just
we need a Soul Glow button, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Have you guys ever seen the video of that white guy singing Soul Glow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This dude from the band apparently that was used for the movie.
Oh, it's him?
Yeah.
That's the rumor that from that the one where it looks like he's in 1981 or whatever it is. Apparently it was a white dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hold on, I'm just gonna play that clip. It's gonna become a button.
Well, I love my Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Uncle Dion
everybody loves everybody. Here's a song for everybody out there. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Oh, that's an MP. Yeah. I thought it was like there's a video from the making of the movie where they're like, yo, it was a white dude.
Oh, no. It's that video. I love, like, that'll pop up on my feed every once in a while, and I'll watch it regularly because Coming to America, if we don't count sequels, I'd say it's Eddie Murphy's third best. Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, Coming to America.
I did, dude. I did. Yeah, I did watch Trading Places during Christmas, and it felt so good. It felt right.
Same.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I did get to watch most of the James Bonds with Mom, so she had a good time watching old James Bond movies with me. That was fun.
What was her favorite one?
She liked, what was it? I think she liked Brosnan. She liked the one with Elliot Carver. That one.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah, she liked that one because she's like, oh yeah, that's really kind of like very now and today. It's like it makes sense. He would be the villain. Like,
oh yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yep.
That's that like you said, it's the most prescient Bond villain, and I wish people would give that movie another watch because it's got everything we want. I mean, I like the music from GoldenEye. Some people complain about it, but personally, I think it adds like a cold tone to the movie. But Tomorrow Never Dies brings in David Arnold.
Daniel Craig fans complain about the GoldenEye music.
Thank you.
Well, the problem is they're Daniel Craig fans.
They
I love Daniel Craig as Bond for sure. You guys know how I feel about that, but it's like they're trying to. They don't like you're nitpicking. Okay, you're nitpicking.
You really are
because Bond's a little bit of a bitch. Okay.
He became
a little bit.
I don't know. Daniel Craig was
a little bit
emo. No. Daniel Craig was fucking emo Bond. He was emo Bond. All right. He just needed the fucking haircut and just like the dark clothes and the.
I have no more armor. You stripped it of me.
He was in touch with his emotions Bond, and that's okay.
And nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted
George
that.
Lazenby tried when his wife
I wanted it.
That was good.
Well,
like I said, nobody wanted it.
That's because George Lazenby was underrated.
No, he was.
I agree.
He was.
But Dion, the part that pisses me off about No Time to Die and stuff is like you read that headstone. He was simping over a 23-year-old girl. Like it just that movie. Seriously, her birthday is 1983 and she dies in 2006. So I'm just like, okay, Bond, you're kind of a simp, and now you want to kill yourself. Well,
listen.
Being heartbroken over the girl you fell in love with that happened to betray you because a secret organization was trying to manipulate your organization doesn't make you a simp. That's that internet.
I hate when that happens.
He just was a little bit of a baby about it, which is fine. It just also took away from the story and took away from the fact that he's also supposed to be a dude who separates himself as a stone cold fucking killer as part of the character. And I get it. People, want something, and now we know it didn't work, but it doesn't make him a simp. And I'll fight you.
Look, I have to interject here. As somebody that knows somebody, specifically the last person speaking, that is a hard liner when it comes to betrayal, the fact that she betrayed him, but he's still simping over her, makes her a simp.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting at.
You for your Maury Povich fucking lifestyle view of the movie. Nobody want to know about that. I don't give a fuck about you and what girl, whatever.
Listen.
He was a little upset. His girl betrayed him with a secret organization that was dangerous, and they apparently had a
and
building.
He went on to mope and bitch and complain for 5 movies.
Grow up.
Well, I'm glad we're all fighting over how shitty Daniel Craig James Bond is. I'd like to get him on the show to give him the finger.
Yeah.
Move on to literally anything else.
I would. No. One thing.
I like him as Bond. Daniel Craig. I would want to give a little liver shot. It's just like, because the whole like I'd rather slit my wrists and you still did the movie. Like, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but that's Dion. That's Hollywood. That's what we know about Hollywood. Their political views and what they really do are 2 different things. We know that's how they operate. I mean, look at Mark Ruffalo. He's like, we need to kill capitalists, and he's sitting in his fucking $30 million house.
Correct.
Like he's the biggest hypocrite of them all. And I hope Opus Clips tags this, and somebody can tag him in this because fuck him.
Hold on, I will do you one better. I will take a timestamp in our new goal. Actually, Nick, I'm going to speak for you right now. Your new celebrity enemy is Mark Ruffalo for 2026. I want Mark Ruffalo to at least respond to one of our WCBS tweets, but they're never going to be like,
"Hey, don't fuck up! Don't fuck up Avengers Doomsday for me."
Oh no, no.
It's already fucked up. It's gonna.
I want to go viral and get invited to the movie, man. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
we're trying to go viral. 26. We're trying to.
He won't be mad at you. That's the thing, because he's a Hollywood liberal. He'll like you. He'll just hate me.
T800.
Kendo, that's the week that you just show up as an icon.
Trust me. Trust me. You're more annoying before you even get to that point. That's irrelevant. The point that I'm saying is we're being petty. We want to do some viral shit and go to the movie. We'll be calling out where everybody wants the Hulk. Don't be pissing off. And he's sensitive. You know that he's sensitive.
But I'm not supposed to like him when he's
makes
angry.
it even funnier.
And stuff. And, Mark Ruffalo will be like, I did the movie about the magician. He's sensitive.
Listen.
I want to go to the premiere. Listen, it's 2026. We're all.
I don't know if we're high on that list, man. We don't bitch about enough stuff.
Just be okay to Ruffalo. Just be okay.
You know what, Dion?
I think we should ruffle Mark Ruffalo. There you go.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Dion,
I almost did earlier.
Lady on the show this year. We'll get the lady from Wicked. How's that? We'll get her on the channel.
Wait, which one?
Either way, make sure the air conditioning's off, because if there's too much wind, they might blow away.
No, but you have to make sure the air conditioning's on, because if they get too warm, they'll start to deteriorate because they're zombies.
There's that too.
Now, that was a long roundabout.
Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep from Death Becomes Her.
Oh shit!
That was a good reference.
That's a good fucking movie.
You guys get it. You guys get it. That was for an audience of three.
So, Georgian, thank you very much. We gave you the longest introduction to a super chat in the history of WCBS. IO Interactive is making the new James Bond game Woke. Now the rumors of Callum Turner, and girlfriend Dia Lupa have ties to the new Bond movie. Yeah, I got the picture of that guy. He doesn't look like James Bond. I think he's going to get this role because they want Dua Lipa to do this song, and that's all they're doing. They're going to hire a guy just because his girlfriend's more famous than him, and they want that. So she goes from Barbie to James Bond.
Well, no, and with it seems like with a lot of this stuff, they want somebody who's cheap as well. They'll get him, they'll groom him to be Bond or whatever. And I'll
do it for a tenth of what they're going to pay that guy. Just saying.
No. I want you to if you get in the movie, I want you to be Felix Leiter. You be Felix Leiter, okay?
Yeah. I got it. Hey, there's a long lineage of non-white Felix Leiters there.
Exactly.
Jeffrey Wright and Jeff Hicks. There we go. I'll be the lightest since David Hedison.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What the fuck is a Dua Lipa?
Google her. She's not weird looking like these other ones we talk about.
It's a contagious STD is what it is.
No, she looks like
it sounds like one.
Bjork had full eyebrows. That's pretty much Dua Lipa.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's like if what's her face, Wonder Woman, just was played by a different actress. This chick could be a Wonder Woman.
It sounds like something you would get at like the beach. Be like, oh man, I was at the beach and I got the Dua Lipa.
She got
take this at the beach.
Dua Lipa's got some jams.
She's just a very boring white girl. That's who she is.
I mean,
I think all of her music sounds like modern disco. Because if you're at the store, I'm like, oh, this sounds like disco. Probably Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Now, disco was cool, but they also burned all the disco records back in the 70s. So,
I mean, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because Kiss was awesome. No, I'm just kidding. They did a record too, a fucking disco
album. Some good disco. Holy shit.
There's a lot of good disco. Dion, in June, we'll do a disco-themed podcast. We'll do our top 10. We'll do bracket battle. Best disco songs of all time.
Bracket battle. Oh my god.
I'm doing Soul Train disco. I ain't doing suburban disco, dog.
I mean,
I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Suburban disco. What the
More Shaft, less Dazzler.
Hold on. Now that was a good one. No. We'll talk, okay? We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're gonna do like all kinds of stuff.
Listen, we're all ready, man. And we're in the zone for 2026.
I know, man. Something happened about November, a switch was flipped, and I've been having a lot of fun in life. So I'm excited for what we're going to do this year. Now, folks, remember,
grown-ass man, son.
You damn right, son, with multiple books under my belt, and I'm happy about that.
That's right.
By the way,
out
folks,
here living like Richard Gere.
I don't have any gerbils anywhere near me, dude.
That was a rumor. That was Sylvester Stallone was mad about some shit.
You ever hear it? I read a book where Stallone wanted to start a fight with Jean-Claude Van Damme because Princess Diana gave him more attention than Stallone. Like, he got up at a party and stormed out. He looked like he was going to cry. I'm like, she was married to a prince.
No, back to what we were just talking about. That shit right there is petty.
What, making fun of Stallone?
Oh, getting all fucking butthurt over the fact that Princess Diana was all like, oh, JCVD, you're a way better action fighting person than Stallone. And then Stallone be like, oh, let's go back to Andrew's fucking Princess Diana, she died. And then, like, you know, she got in a car in Paris and the rest is history.
It was mainly because she was a fan of the movie Double Team that he did with Dennis Rodman.
That we just watched over New Year's.
Yes, we did.
We watched some classics and some stinkers. We did get through what was the action franchise we both watched, the original and the sequel, and then I said put on both Terminators. Predator. We watched all the Predator's 2 films to me. That's about it. I can't do
it is. I think I'll consider the Rodriguez one in like 2018 or whenever that was. That one was good as well, but after that it like
is that the Topher Grace one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that one's not terrible. I don't have any opinion of it really.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. And then I know they did a cartoon recently, like to kind of get into Predator Badlands. I haven't seen the new one, so I don't know. So
not interested because I don't like it. To me, all these fucking franchises are Arnold Schwarzenegger movies with sequels. And then when you take Arnold out of them because he's too old, like, I don't care. I don't want to watch anything that featured Arnold at one point and then he's gone if it's his franchise.
Predator 2 is underrated. But I will say to that point, I am interested in Badlands. I've watched everything up to this point. I was just not interested enough to buy a movie ticket. The nephew wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. But again, I was like, yo, and it's about to come up for rent on Prime when whatever the date is here in the next couple of days. I think I want to say it's the 14th. I'm probably going to watch Predator Badlands. I just damn sure ain't going to the movie theater to watch it.
Yeah, I have a Regal Pass and I just couldn't be bothered to go out.
Agreed.
We have a great word of the day. The first word. Okay, Shrebbles 08. Since you are the official word of the day sponsor, you might be able to come up with a theme this year. You're starting with pork. Can you come up with a good word of the day that's food related or dirty? A double entendre of both food and, nastiness. We're here for it.
I think pork is that.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to hear that see if you can come up with a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, like hot tub pork machine or fistful of pork. No pork for old men. Or Porky's is real already.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah, nobody could watch these in Dearborn, Michigan. Couldn't happen.
There will be pork.
Big pork in Little China.
Ooh.
All right, let's read the titles from our friend Shrebbles 08. The word of the day is pork. Debbie does pork. Mississippi.
That's a totally different movie.
I'd watch it though. Star pork.
Too.
Stranger pulled pork things. Event Porked Horizon. Live free or pork hard. Yes. My Big Black Ass presents Dion Green in Deep Pork.
That's a good one.
I love how all of them just immediately sound like porn titles. Immediately.
Yeah.
That's
color
the whole point
pork.
of the word of the day.
I was gonna say a thriller romance. I wouldn't say porn.
Some of these sound romantic, like Live Free or Pork Hard. That sounds like a Gone Right style epic.
But then you get the dirty ones like Boss Porker.
You always pull that fucking thing out, and I fucking love it, Kendo. No, don't stop that, dude.
It's a good one.
Oh my god! I need to find that poster that he signed of that movie.
It's actually a really good movie too.
It really is. It really is.
What about Avatar? Fire and Pork or Pork and Ash or whatever. Did anyone watch that movie?
No. No, apparently it
No,
didn't.
my wife wanted to go see it, but I wouldn't go with her.
I think the projections. I think the projections were a little too high for it. It didn't meet the projections or something whenever it came out, so they were a little
The
miffed.
rest of the world loves it though.
Whatever, they can. It's fine.
All right, we got Porky Balboa. And how about the last Porction Hero? That'll be my final one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Give him a couple of acres.
Pork Shank Redemption.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Black
a good
pork.
one.
That's a good one.
Black
pork for me.
Okay.
Pork on a plane.
That's a good in-flight meal. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say like pork gun. That has a.
I'm
like a triple
I'm gonna pork you, sucker.
There we go.
Nick, you'll love the ride back from Michigan. It was all in living color. I got a book.
Oh my god! I just added that to my server. I'm so fucking happy.
Now you can do what you want to do, Nick.
Yeah, I know. In living color.
Dean H, thank you for being a member for 34 months. Dean says, wow, 34 months already. Hail WCBS and Happy New Year, guys. It's Merry New Year to you too, my friend. Welcome. I'm Lionel Joseph. This is Mbungi, and I don't know what else he says in that movie besides Fubuya.
such a good fucking movie, man. Oh my god.
It's an 11 out of 10.
It really is, because just seeing Dan Aykroyd try to act like a pretentious dick, like for the whole movie, is hilarious.
I'll be completely honest. If Beverly Hills Cop didn't have the Axel F music, I'd watch Trading Places over Beverly Hills Cop. I love the movie, but it's that song that gets me to watch it on repeat. So
fair enough.
Troubleswood says, I'll take a new Buffalo Jeff button, please. Well, we have this one for you. There'll be some new ones soon.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
me, your old pal Buffalo Jeff.
Welcome to 2026, friends. Oh, Nick, let's lighten the mood a little.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard.
Well, maybe we can like con him in. Let's start some like nonprofit and get him to donate like $1 million to us.
The TVA
like
nonprofit.
The TVA nonprofit. It'll be better than the Coast Guard Youth Auxiliary. It'll be, Never mind. I won't say those words on the channel. Dion knows what I was going to say. Anyway, Dr. Coffindale, thank you. He says, when I found out they were using all the time in the world in No Time to Die, I was like, go F yourself, Barbara Broccoli. Dude, it felt like she was just jerking off on celluloid at this point. It's like, hey, let's be nostalgic. Bond's dead. He's got a kid and a new wife, and they brought back the old Aston Martin from that movie. I hate that ending. I own it on 4K just to complete the collection. It'll never come out of the wrapper. I would watch The Last Jedi before I'd watch No Time to Die, because at least I can.
No, you wouldn't. Don't fucking lie. Don't fucking lie.
Hey, next week, it's your birthday.
Yeah, I think that might be a bridge too far.
No, it's not. You know why? I've only seen No Time to Die once. I've seen The Last Jedi 3 times.
Why?
For the channel.
Oh, Jesus.
Back with Ethan and with you.
That's 2.
No, I said with Ethan. We had to. We reviewed the Blu-ray.
Yeah, so Ethan is 1. Us is one.
No.
Is another 2.
Theater.
I was gonna say I've seen it twice.
Yeah, you saw
Once
it in the theater.
Once in the theater. Saw it. Yeah, I saw it in the theater with Jeff, and then we started watching it again when it was me, you, and Nick. When we were going to watch both of the movies before we went to see Rise of Skywalker, and I think we tapped out about 30 to 40 minutes. No, that'd have been time number 3 because we also watched it for the channel too. So, did we watch
right?
Watch
it for the channel, for sure. Yes.
Okay.
I erased. I control deleted that fucking memory from my
Hillary.
brain, so.
We did the rewatch on the channel. Hillary did The Force Awakens and then Last Jedi with us.
Okay.
And
So
both
then, yeah,
times
I meant like 2.25 times because we tapped out when we tried watching it the day we were going to go see Rise of Skywalker. Because I think we put that Blu-ray in the microwave.
We did.
Because we all saw Rise of Skywalker together.
Yeah, we did.
Almost got kicked out together too.
That would have been epic.
It'd have been worth it. I would have walked out of that theater with that pimply faced kid and his flashlight, escorting us out the door with my head held high.
I was drunk enough. I didn't realize where the dude was like, "Oh yeah, you guys need to shut up." I was like, "What is the bullshit?"
I had a contingency plan.
Dion pregame like it was a fucking Michigan football game.
So did you. We all went to that brew house.
Listen, I tell people all the time, Jeff and I did the post show with you know who, I still say The Force Awakens is worse because I had a fantastic time watching The Rise of Skywalker. It
was actually really fun.
The movie sucks. The movie sucks. But me and the boys were fucking hanging out at an Airbnb. We ate fucking rallies. I had a fucking great time.
You got rallies at like what 2 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah. The experience is what made it good.
Oh no, no, for sure.
The movie was dog shit, but watching Dion very, very, very vocally react to everything that was going on made it all worthwhile.
It did, and it was it was glorious.
I was annoyed. That movie fucking sucked, and I was drunk, and I was like,
he was very animated as well, and it was great.
And nobody said anything, because we were, 4 large dudes.
That's
not our fault.
Hey, Dion, if we can raise like $1,000 in super chats, I'll do a special trip to go watch The Mandalorian with you. We'll do a whole event.
You're on.
We'll do
we're on. We're trying to get some money, folks.
Folks, we need to hit that goal by when does the movie come out? May. We need to hit it by April. So, and you have to tell us that it's for The Mandalorian. That's funny to me. Let's, you know what, though, Dr. Coffinails, you're correct. I hate that damn movie. And Shrubbles08 says, the best disco song ever is Funky Town. Number 69, please. How do you guys feel about Funky Town?
I'm all right with it.
I've been there
we're
twice.
there, baby. Woo!
Yeah, Lansing, man. And you requested a number 69, folks. We're going to give you one a little different. Be prepared. This is a loud one.
So what's today's secret word, Cocky?
Today's secret word is
John C.
Good old Pee Wee's Pork House.
Now, that's not too far off from the real deal of the guy. So.
That's true. That's true. He did get caught jerking off in a fucking porn theater.
If we could change multiple words.
It was accused. Alleged.
I never got mad at Pee Wee.
Calm down, OJ. Calm down.
I'm just saying, what else are you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. He wasn't the only one there. He's the only one that they put his mugshot on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but at that point, just go buy a fucking VCR. You have millions of dollars. You could
obviously.
He wanted the experience of seeing it in theaters, Jeff. The same reason why sometimes we go watch older movies in theaters that we own. It's because it's about the experience. Granted, we also don't, fiddle with our bits while we're doing that. But, to each his own.
I mean, I have seen Gianna Michaels in Piranha. So there is some like, but when they're the size of a
God damn it, Piranha has to be like peak early 2000s.
I love that movie.
Crazy,
and I've seen
crazy
Gianna
3D movie.
Michaels and the Piranha sequel that wasn't part of the franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Her on her. Yeah, okay.
That was Pork-ana.
Yeah, Pork-ana. There we go. The usual sus porks. I just wanted to put that on there for Dr. Meatballs. That was a pretty good one there, Clark. But let's start talking about stuff we actually want to talk about because, folks, I love a laugh. You love a laugh. And what do we love to laugh at the most? Bad entertainment is probably number 2. Stupidity is number 1 here on this channel because if it's Hollywood or actors or businesses, WCBS is going to make sure that you're called out on your bullshit if it's not world class. And well, it looks like there was some bullshit that happened today, maybe about 13, 14 hours ago, and it has been hilarious. Now, folks, we're not talking about Watergate. We're not talking about Gamergate. We're not talking about Comics Gate, and we're not even talking about Christina Applegate. We're here to talk about Conformity Gate, the newest trend that is taking over the world on the internet because 1,000,001 Stranger Things fans are upset because they didn't get an extra episode. Now, Nick and I, and Kendo to some degree, we have all been texting each other throughout the month.
It's been relentless. It's been hilarious.
This show that in 2026, a decade ago when this shit started, we were all like, this is an awesome concept. These kids are pretty good actors. I love this music. I'm on board. And it just kept going, but it kept taking a lot longer. Thank you. I'm trying to be positive here. It kept going.
That's why I love you.
It kept taking longer and longer and longer to get through a production season. So now we're at Stranger Things season 5. The cast is 47 years old. They look terrible, and the show's over. But I'm not really here to bitch about too much because you've already heard every stupid I'm gay joke that Will could make. But I will tell you this, Nick.
What?
I have never been in like a life or death end of the world situation, but I have been in some tense moments. And I'm usually not thinking about sex. It's like survival. So if the end of the world was coming tomorrow and we 4 guys were responsible to take down the threat, is that the first thing you'd be focusing on? Or would you try to like survive?
Dude, like that.
I'm talking about fucking my girl. What are we talking about here?
Dion, it's a little different because Dion, he goes like they're literally getting ready to fight the bad guy, and he goes, "I have to tell you something, Mom."
Dude,
and he talks to like, everybody, and they have this whole sit down. It is longer than the climax of the show. They have a whole sit down where Will discusses his sexuality, and it didn't fucking matter. It was the most wasteful use of time.
Jeff, I have a whole TED talk about this. All right, I have a
bring it on. Welcome to
okay.
WCBS's TED Talk 2026. This is your host, Nick.
All right, we're doing this. Okay, first of all, yeah, him being gay is not a problem. I don't care, whatever, it's fine. Don't give a shit. It was mentioned in the first episode, and we kind of already knew. His mom even said it. So like, whatever. It was there. It was gone. First episode of the show ever happened. Then it was mentioned again when he talked to Mike, I think, in the 3rd season, first episode. And he's like, and even Mike's like, oh, I don't know. I know you don't like girls, but it's no problem, whatever. It's a little bit devastated, a little bit hurt, whatever. It's fine. And then there was some like, stuff that happened in season 4 or whatever. But it's like we all fucking knew. We all fucking knew. All of us knew. All right.
That look gave him in the last season when it was the end of the world or something was happening, and he kissed 11, and Mike looked sad. You're like, okay, we get it. Will looked sad. We get it. He's got the hots for him. Subtext.
Yeah, but it's yeah, and like it's one of those things, and like people are hoping that like Mike and Will would hook up. It's like ain't gonna fucking happen. Ain't gonna fucking happen. That Mike's like pussy. He doesn't like dick. It's not gonna fucking happen. Ain't gonna fucking happen. So, and even then, like he's a legacy character. He's gay, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's fine. He can do whatever he wants. It's it's okay. Don't give a shit. And they're trying to ship this kid. They're trying to do this whole gay character thing in Netflix. It's fine. Okay. It was never overly that or anything that it was fine. They kind of bounced that it was okay. Now, the thing that kind of pisses me off is that you take this legacy character and you don't even give him like a love interest. Like he was in California in season 4. That would have been the perfect time to get him a fucking gay boyfriend. Perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect time. I would have been like, all right, cool. He found somebody at school, whatever. It's all good. Cool. No problem. But we don't get that. We get 11 without her powers, and she starts like putting her hand out, trying to like kill the popular girl. Bullshit. But all of a sudden, Robin comes in the 2nd season, I think. I want to say season. Third season. She comes in the 3rd season. She's lesbian. And well, first of all, she honey dicks Steve. Bullshit. Entirely bullshit. There's all back and forth. She's telling a story about liking a guy and whatever, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh yeah, I like vagina. Whatever. It's a fucking honey dick."
That's not how that went.
That's exactly how the fuck it went. Like, rewatch the conversation in the bathroom. She's leading up to it. It's a whole thing. She even goes about saying, "Oh, there's this really cute guy in class," and then she switches it up when like after she has a truth serum out of her system, and then like they're in the bathroom. It's a whole thing. Okay. I rewatched the entire fucking show a month ago. I remember a lot of things that happened. Anyways,
Listen, man, I've touched my dick before too. That don't mean that everybody got a fucking better. I've watched that episode multiple times. Listen, I get it.
I've touched my dick before. What was that sentence?
Yeah,
I thought he was setting something up, and it never came to fruition.
I thought he was going for "I've touched my dick before," but that doesn't make me gay. Like I thought that's what he was.
Yeah, that's where I thought it was going too. But no, it turned into "I touched my dick" and I watched Stranger Things. Wait, what?
Anyways, before being rudely interrupted by Dion, and then all of a sudden we have Robin who gets a girlfriend in season 5. Fine, whatever. We know she's gay. We're everybody's cool with it. It's fine. Nobody gives a shit. But also, like, you have your legacy character, Will. Ain't getting nothing at all. He's just getting plowed by Vecna from the other world. That's all that's happening.
Oh yeah,
he's getting weird tentacle dick the whole time. It's weird. Nobody wants it. He doesn't even want it. It's not good.
There was
and then we get a fucking 6.5 minute speech right before the end of the goddamn world. Hey guys. I'm not normal and I like dick. It's like, dude, your mom knew, your brother knew. The fact that they were proud of you and gave you a hug doesn't mean shit. It's like they already fucking knew. They didn't give a shit that your family, cool, whatever. Even your friends didn't give a shit. They were cool with you being gay. It's fine, whatever.
I'd love
but
to
the
see
fact
that
that you had to sit everybody down and come out to them right before the end of the world, like, what the fuck is your problem?
It was laughable. And Nick, I'm going to be completely honest. I had seen so many memes by the time the scene popped up, I just skipped through it because he started to
cry. Which is fine. Like, I love people in AI now because, like, they were making so many little videos about it and they were doing so much stuff with it. It was hilarious. Like the internet, and it was great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm done with that. Like, that was my whole thing. Cause like I thought about it for a minute. I was like, they did this character dirty. They really did.
I just thought that the actor, like every other actor that was on Stranger Things, has worked to hone their craft. But Will, he got the center of attention, the big moment. I thought every time he was on screen, like, this dude doesn't act in anything else, does he? Like, it's very obvious that everyone else is advanced, and he's like, I'm on Stranger Things. And that's his career. It's like Mark Hamill to Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's out doing a million cool things, and then there's Mark Hamill. I was on the Muppets once. You guys see him over in Hollywood trying to get people to talk to him on the street?
Yeah. I'm looking at his credits now. He hasn't done a lot. Like, he's done a couple other things beside it, but nothing of notoriety.
Well, he's not, Millie Bobby Brown trying to, I don't know.
Millie Bobby Brown and this kid Will are going to stay at Netflix and just keep doing their own stuff there because they know they're not going to get anywhere else outside.
I wouldn't say that. I get it. The Netflix pendulum swinging in the opposite direction is pretty hard right now. I get it, but it's a little early to say that shit.
No, it is because the majority of what Millie Bobby Brown has done, she did a Godzilla movie outside, but she's done Enola Holmes 1, 2, and 3 is going to come out. She even did Electric Dreams with Netflix. Then she did another movie where she's like some medieval something or the other, also a Netflix movie. So I think the last 5 projects she's done without Stranger Things have been like a Netflix exclusive movie. That she's going to stay there because they think that she's like, their breadwinner or whatever.
I know that's why I subscribe to Netflix, Nick. It's not the entire catalog, or maybe I'll watch wrestling every once in a while. It's Bobby Brown.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She did a movie called Damsel. That was Netflix, approved or whatever. But yeah, okay, so she did 2 Godzilla movies, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Right.
Oh, she was in versus Kong?
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think she's really done a lot.
Oh, I'm thinking of Godzilla X Kong. Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, she hasn't really done a lot because the majority of what she's done has just been like Netflix movies.
Well, look, Nick, would you say that you were overall disappointed with how Stranger Things ended? And then there's a second part. Would you say that you're overall disappointed how Stranger Things went overall as a show?
I will say this. No. Up into season 4, we were getting, pretty good stuff. I know there were a lot of plot holes happening in, all the other seasons as well. But overall, it was an exciting show to watch. It was like, it was pretty cohesive and it was action packed and the story was good and things, so I really enjoyed it. But that ending, man, it was Game of Thrones season 8. Like, it was bad. It was just really bad.
I thought they were trying to rip off the Avengers. Like each character got their moment. Like you remember in the Avengers Endgame when they did the credits and they had to like show the picture and the autograph and they made this big emotional send off.
Yeah.
That's what I got when I watched. I was like, okay, they're playing the song Kids. Okay, cool. It makes sense. It's like poetry. It rhymes. And then they each put their thing back and they walk up the stage. And it's just like, it was too sappy for me. And I think that's where the disconnect with our generation and the next generation comes from, because they like overload it for these people to the point where like, if this was sugar, my teeth would fall out. It's just too much.
No, it really was. I mean, and like the last episode, except for the last 30 minutes of them wrapping up kind of their normal lives, was good. Like that whole thing with wrapping up stuff with just them being kids or whatever was great. I will say, Lucas and Max, their relationship seemed the most real.
Yep.
And they're they're also actually really good actors. And there's also a rumor going around where they're both going to be in the next Spider-Man movie.
Well, I had heard about that too. I think we talked about it a couple weeks back. There was a trailer leak and the redhead girl is in that. So
yeah, there was that. So, but because you can tell with just them being on screen, like they feel like you can tell they're better actors than like most people on there.
You can tell Finn Wolfhard's been in a couple big movies though, because like I'm not saying he's like this great actor, but it's like, all right, this dude just like goes. Like other people, you're like, oh wait, I'm watching a TV show where these kids can't act that well. Not him. But he's legit.
But also, like the last episode was such a fucking wet fart because, like,
elaborate, Nick.
There were no stakes. Because especially in the last season, there were no stakes at all. Like, there should have been a lot more main character deaths. There really should have to kind of like up the stakes. Like
Jonathan.
Not really Jonathan. I mean,
he's useless. He just follows Nancy around the whole time.
I give you that.
Kill them both. Let them go out like Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, okay, he's useless. No, I'll agree with that. Okay, Jonathan, definitely Hopper. Hopper should have died second episode. Second episode should have died.
I do like that they pulled the rug out from underneath you though, because you're pretty like sure he's trying to do the suicide mission to save Elle, and then it's like, no, I'm going to get married and move to New York with Winona Ryder. You're like, oh, okay. Good ending.
which is strange. But also, he should have
New York with Winona Ryder. I would.
No, I'm talking about no. That's fine. But like, no, the whole thing about him going to New York or whatever. That's whatever. He should. Yeah, Hop should have died.
Was that going to be a crossover drop though? Because remember where he's going, right, Nick?
Yes, I know where he's going. I know the whole tinfoil hat thing about Montauk.
Do you think they're gonna like leave that door open where like Hopper and Joyce are up there in Montauk and all of a sudden strange shit's happening and he's like, oh, I better dust off my sheriff's hat and go out to this beach and find this random monster?
I think they're gonna be the introduction to the new show for sure. Like they're gonna be there for like maybe whenever they do the spin-off or whatever, it's gonna be like that whole thing again with Montauk. But it'll be them there for the first season or so, and then like they'll die or whatever, and then it'll have to be the kids or whoever's like left there or something. It's gonna have to be that.
Should be all Will all the time.
But yeah, and Vecna only fucked with Hopper as well, like putting his daughter there in the upside down or whatever. There should have been more of that. We should have gotten Eddie back to mess with Dustin. Should have got Eddie back to mess with Dustin. That'd been fucking awesome. We even should have got Billy back to mess with Max. That would have been really good.
He should have messed with Mike Wheeler's mom instead. That is the coolest moment of Stranger Things when he like picks her up at the pool and she's like, oh my God, am I really doing this? I'm like, yeah, you are. Season 3 doesn't suck. I don't like overall. I like Stranger Things. If anybody out there is like, these guys hate everything, we don't hate shit. Really, we just hate shit. But overall,
also, Ted should have fucking died. Ted should have goddamn died.
Oh, the dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what else?
He should have died first. He should have died first episode of the new season when like he was trying to save his daughter or whatever. Should have fucking taken a hit. The Demogorgon ripped his goddamn head off. Done. He's dead.
If he took a hit, he wouldn't feel the pain.
That's true. Who else should have died? Hop. Maybe. No. If Jonathan died, then Joyce wouldn't have made sense for her to die. Will should have died. And then 11 would have felt more, hated Vecna even more. You know, Will should have died too because he was getting useless there towards the end.
I just wouldn't have been upset if like everybody died and this whole thing was in the mind of Vecna, and you're just like, oh wow, when the Earth opened up, reality just ended.
Yeah, we should have gotten one more send off from Paul Reiser though.
Yeah, wait, he didn't die?
I don't think he did because like he gets in season 4, they just like the other military people like break into that base to get Else to kill her because they think she's the one doing all the stuff. And I don't think Paul Reiser dies. I think he gets put in jail or whatever and gets handcuffed. But you know, I know Brenner dies because he's on the ground there outside of the base and like he's been shot up or whatever, and he releases the neck thing off of Elle and lets her go.
I wanted to force ghost of Matthew Modine and Sean Astin to show up at the end of the show and do the Vulcan thing.
That would have been awesome. That would have been great. Also, the fight at the end that took 6 minutes. Go fuck yourself. You have what 8 people like against this like 100-foot tall kaiju, and you're using like machine guns. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Stranger Things as a whole. It's like they try to keep it realistic, even though it's not realistic at all. And so it's like the counter attacks are just like bullets or bombs or a Mercedes through a time loop thing or whatever the Steve Harrington's car was. Like it's fine. I get it that you don't want to like give these kids like super weapons or stuff like that, but it also is kind of under like I don't know. They're not superheroes, so like that's perfect. But
yeah. But that end fight though, like you should have cut Will's speech and put more into the end fight, made it like 15 minutes long or whatever.
Agreed. Maybe had the Avengers show up at the end.
that'd be great. Iron Man just shows up.
Avengers.
That'd be great. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and by the way, best character of the entire show has got to be the fucking teacher. Love that guy.
Oh yeah, he was pretty
teacher?
good. I thought the sister. Lucas's sister stepped up this season and wasn't that annoying.
Yeah, there was that too. Yeah, because she was like peak annoying. I think in season 3, and she wasn't that bad in 4. Oh, was 4 bad? I don't know, but yeah.
No, she was annoying in the mall, right?
The mall.
Just wrong with the fucking air duct system and shit. Oh, no, that's 3.
Yeah. That's 3. Yeah, 4. She wasn't there too much. That was fine. Also, I'll call this out as well too. When Max comes back and she's in the wheelchair, she just like says hi to Hopper, even though she's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it's like, you didn't even know he was alive when you like went into a coma.
I thought she was blind.
Same as well. That's another thing. It's like she was blind when she went into a coma. So that was a thing too.
And whatever happened to Dustin's girlfriend? Like
exactly.
Yeah. Like...
Okay. The thing I heard about Dustin's girlfriend made sense to me. I was like, okay, she's part of a religious family, and her dad doesn't want her talking to this guy like across the U.S. or whatever. So like, I kind of get that a little bit.
I thought they were Canadian, so it was acceptable.
No, they're from Utah. They're Mormon.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
I'll let such a natural reaction.
So I'll let that explanation slide because that makes sense. I'm like, okay, super religious, she's a teenager or whatever. It's like, all right, I'll let it slide. It's fine. That's fine. But everything else, like, I love how the Duffer Brothers did a interview like a week ago about all that ending, and they were just like, oh yeah, it happened off camera. They didn't give any like elaborate explanation. Like, oh, it happened off camera. Oh, we don't know. Oh, it happened off camera. I'm like, isn't this supposed to be a universe? Like, you made this thing 10 years ago and you know fuck all about these characters. Like, what the hell have you been doing this whole time?
Well, Nick, we shouldn't have all these shared universes, and it shouldn't be everything has got to have 10 spinoffs. I get it. It's money. Businesses want to make money, but sometimes a one and done deal, like Duster. I loved that show, and it sucks that it'll never come back, but it was like the perfect season. All the shit that needed to happen did, and if you watch it, it's like a 10-hour movie. Great.
Oh, nice.
Stranger Things is like 25 hours this season, and it didn't need to be. Like, I was watching the penultimate episode, and I was like, man, I wish there were a couple more episodes. I'm kind of like grooving, watching TV, hanging out. And then I saw the next episode was 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm like, that's enough. And then, I took a break, came back to it, and it whelmed me, Nick. I'm not as angry as people would think. I find the situation funny that fans hated this ending so much that they convinced themselves that there was another episode coming. And folks, this is what is this shit called? Conformity Gate. So let me tell you about Conformity Gate. There is a popular theory surrounding Stranger Things Season 5. The theory claims that the show's happy ending, where Vecna is defeated, the world is saved, and the characters are shown in future glimpses, is actually an illusion crafted by Vecna to trap the protagonist. Fans argue that the 40-minute epilogue was a fake-out, with inconsistencies hinting at hidden, unreleased episodes that would reveal the true, darker resolution. Supporters point to alleged continuity errors, such as to evidence, including a radio station dial shifting from red to gray, Mike Wheeler's bedroom doorknob appearing on the wrong side, Will referencing milkshakes from a store that had stopped selling them decades ago, an extra at graduation holding a blank sign, and Robin noting that Hawkins feels different upon the group's return. Other elements include numerology interpretations and letters on Dungeons and Dragon binders, supposedly spelling X a lie. When read in a specific way, a change.org petition demanding Netflix release the real finale has amassed over 400,000 signatures. However, none of this shit happened as today was the day and no episode was released. But enough people went to Netflix and it crashed. Yes, I can.
But by the way, apparently now they're treating it like the Rapture. They're like, oh, we were wrong about this date. It's coming out the 12th now. And I'm just like, you people need to fucking stop.
What happens first? GTA 6 or Stranger Things Episode 9?
Episode 9.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
GTA 6 is never coming out.
It's never coming out. No. I mean, they just announced that they're going to start on, what is it, Red Dead Redemption 3, and that'll come out in like 20 years.
I like Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, but I don't really care to go back in like a decade and play it. No,
of course. I mean, like 2, I think 2 is great. I've replayed that a couple times. It's a lot of fun. I love that game. But
2 is almost too good of a game, Nick.
It's really
got too much stuff. Like it's too perfect.
It's so much fun though. It's so much fun.
It's a step above 5.
It really is. It really is. But yeah, like it just seeing this happen and people like, and it's funny because now they can't say that these inconsistencies were part of Vecna stuff. It's just shitty production. That's all it is. It's just really shitty production.
See, Nick, when they started talking about time travel and this and that, I thought, wait, did Game of Thrones jump to the future where they have a Starbucks in Westeros or wherever the hell that show takes place? Because they messed that up and left the cup in there.
Dude,
I love that.
My God.
Well, there's a thing that I sent you guys where the one girl was trying to break out of her pod and she's wearing an Under Armour shirt.
Oh yeah, that was a thing as well. Like they went back and erased that because they couldn't do it beforehand because
3 years wasn't enough to make this damn season.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I'm really getting to the point now where like I really hate these short seasons. Like I just like after I got done watching this show, I watched a show called Fringe, which is kind of the same premise.
I know Fringe.
Yeah. And it had 20 episodes per season. I was like, this is where I want to be. I like this. I miss this.
See, I don't mind the shorter seasons. I don't like the structural issues that we get. Like historically, Netflix had let's say it's a 10 episode season. It would be, or let's just go 8. So you get 8 episodes. They drop them in one day. You binge it, you love it. But by the time you get to episode 7, it's that penultimate flashback episode where you learn a little bit about this nugget that happened in the second episode. And I found myself like not liking those episodes. So I would slow down on my streaming, especially from Netflix. But like I mentioned Duster a minute ago, or the new season of Dexter, there are things out there that I watch and go, yep, I was happy with every moment of it. It's the stuff that this channel people wouldn't like. Do you really want to hear us talk about a car show that J.J. Abrams produced? No, you wouldn't watch it. You'd tell us, oh, J.J. Abrams sucks. He does.
Well, okay, just yeah, like once again, like Fringe is a wonderful episode. It's a weirder science fiction version of X-Files, but they do totally fuck up the last season. It is.
Like Lost?
Yeah, like Lost. It's like the last season I think is like 6 or 8 episodes, and it like goes to left field. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like what happened?
Does Stranger Things fall into that category?
Yeah, it does. The new category, and the new category is Game of Thrones season 8. Like that's the new standard now.
Do you think that this? Okay, because I'm looking at this. Stranger Things has 3 audiences: the people who lived in the '80s that were there for all this shit, the people who were born at the ass end of the '80s into the '90s who have lived with all this shit, and then the people who discovered 80s pop culture and nostalgia through Stranger Things. Do you think that third audience is going to overlook these problems and just kind of like take the show on as their own and make excuses for it? And it'll be kind of like a younger versus older generation? Or do you think in time they'll just go, yeah, it wasn't as great as we thought, and the hype died down and we're okay with it?
I don't know. I mean, I think Kendo would be a little bit more attuned to that because he's, he deals with the youths on a daily basis.
Well, when Kendo steps back, we'll get his opinion on that. But I have been laughing my ass off over this
Conformity Gate.
Yeah, I keep wanting to call it Proximity Gate. Like, I don't know what that would even mean. But
what I love, dude, it is just fucking hilarious how like people kept finding these inconsistencies, and it's just production errors from them making the fucking show over 3 years and having two or three things happen in the middle of that being a problem. Or what was it? Was it two? I forget. Like one of them was COVID, and the other one was like the fucking writer strike. Was there another one that happened to prevent them from
show? This one?
Yeah, from this one. Yeah.
It was COVID before season 3, then writer strike. No, COVID before season 4, then writer strike. Because I'm pretty sure it was they were like 3 seasons in a row annually, where it was 2016, 2017, 2018, or maybe it was 2019. But I'm almost positive that the 3rd season dropped before I left for California, and I watched the 4th one out there. And it's been forever. It's been 10 years for 5 seasons of a TV show. We're not in London.
Yeah. This isn't like Sherlock Holmes. Come on now.
By the way, anybody out there that ever questions our comment, you guys clearly haven't seen the Academy Award-winning film My Cousin Vinny. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, about to say, what the fuck?
That is a fantastic movie.
Might arguably be the best courtroom drama of all time, even though it's not a drama. Fucking love that movie.
Hey, Kendo, how are the youths talking about Stranger Things? Or are they even talking about it?
Haven't heard a thing about it. We've been back for almost an entire week from our 2-week break. They could have talked about it all they wanted. I've heard nothing about Stranger Things. And even after the Thanksgiving dump, I heard nothing about Stranger Things. So the youths don't really give a crap about Stranger Things.
Jeez.
Was it like the Disney adults that like Stranger Things?
I guess because the youths are still hooked on the 6-7 shit.
I thought Dion was wearing a shirt with the number 6 on it at first. I was like, Dion, that's a good one. Like, folks, if you look at Dion's shirt Dion, just sit up slightly. That angle. Don't move anymore. That looks like it could be a 6. I was like, is Dion wearing a 6 shirt? And I was like, oh, no, wait, it's a Spartan. That's way better.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I leaned into it, though. Like, we're doing space now. Okay, so my fucking wheelhouse. And talking about like how far is the Earth from the sun. I was putting like 67 million miles and stuff like that on like their little exit ticket and shit like that because I'm steering into the 6-7 just to burn them out of it.
If you need ways, I will help you I can make things lose, luster quickly. So there we go. We'll make a bunch of 6-7 memes and show them at your school. They'll hate it.
I literally even showed them like a video, like a computer-generated video that some space agency put out about showing the sunrise on different planets and things like that. And even when it got to Venus, it said Venus, 67 million miles from the sun. I was like, look, guys, 6-7, ha ha ha. And I started doing the thing, and like it was crickets. I'm like, yes, I'm winning.
Doing the Lord's work there, Kendo.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so Nick, if you're going to give this a scale out of 10 for this final season,
oh God,
just drop that number quickly.
I say 4.
Okay.
4 because the first little bit was good, and then the second volume happened and that was really not good. It kind of counteracted the first volume, and then the last season kind of worked everything. And I was like, how do you you have such a the show started out on top and you just ended with like I said, a wet fart. Like, what the fuck?
It definitely was a dirty one. I won't go as low as you. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I found myself wanting to watch it. Like, yeah, maybe sometimes I was shirking a responsibility here and there. But I was like, oh, wait, there's more Stranger Things to watch. I actually do want to watch this show. It was one of the first things I did when I got back from Michigan, Dion. So
nice.
I'm not a complete hater.
I mean, I watched it when, whenever they came out as well too, so I kept up with it because I think we even talked about it's one of the first major things we talked about on the show whenever we watched it, because I remember being in my old apartment and watching it being like, yo, this show's really good, you guys need to check this out.
Yep, and I took your advice and I watched it, and I bought the new Coke that came out with the second season.
Yep, same here.
You know what's dumb? I bought that to drink so I could know what new Coke tasted like, and I forgot to open it. So it's been expired for like 4 years now.
Oh God.
LA Beast could drink it though.
There you go.
Dude, about a month ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what that dude's up to. He still got it. That was awesome. That was a good choice.
I still watch. He'll have lives every once in a while too. I still watch my boy. He got a house in New Jersey now.
Oh, nice.
Good for him. Like, he's one of my favorite people to follow on the internet, because it's like he was going up and then he had that bad car crash and his life almost fell off into the toilet, and he redeemed himself, and now he's kicking ass even harder. So shout out to LA Beast. One of the only YouTubers I like. Have a good day.
Oh my God, that guy's wild.
Right. I mean, to go to the hospital.
Dude, when he jumps through that fucking door in a cheeseburger in a can episode, I about choked. And every time I would show that video to people, I was like, "You gotta watch this part. Be quiet." And then they're just like, "What is this?"
Dude, I still love when he ate the 5-pound bag of like sugar-free gummies.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Talk about that. They had a similar Nick. Yep. Christmas was ruined this year. Don't talk about this.
Oh fuck!
I won't talk about that on the air. That's the Patreon membership, folks. If you want to hear about my plight over the holiday season,
he came to see family and got real food, and it got better.
Yeah. I shouldn't eat fake sugar, Nick.
You ate so much fake sugar, you were glued to the toilet for a bit.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't even trying to eat that much food. I was cooking stuff because my mom is diabetic, and I told her, hey, I know at Christmas it's hard for you to, control yourself on certain things. I want to make it easier for you. So I made her diabetic-friendly desserts. I made diabetic-friendly cranberry sauce. I did all this shit. But as you know, if you cook, you got to taste it. So I'm like, do I add this, that? And I guess there was too much diabetic sugar in the cranberry, which I had ate a decent amount of, and Christmas sucked. Like, I was so miserable. It didn't hit me till the end of the night, and I was like, "Oh, Stranger Things!"
That's the worst. That's the worst time to hit you. Oh God. Dude,
the day after Christmas, I tried to go out and pick up some like cheap shit. You know how that is every year. It's like, oh, 90% off Christmas. Let's get a tree that I don't need. Anyway, long story short, I made it to Ollie's, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I slept until I went to Michigan the next afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sparing you the gory details. I'm just giving you an idea, folks. But it was a nightmare after Christmas. It was terrible. But this is a comment I've been trying to keep up because I didn't want us to miss this. So according to Jim, it says, if they still aged the show along with the actors, it would have ended in 1994. That wasn't a bad year to have nostalgia for. Could have still even had a bit of the 80s look if necessary. I love this because 94, you still got grunge. You got your Tarantino. You got, like you said, the remnants of the 80s. You got mullets and shitty cars are still on the roads. Like, why not have the Stranger Things kids in college? I think what happened is you set yourself up with this epic season 4 finale, and you had to pay it off, and it just didn't really do anything.
Dude, Stranger Things, the college years. That's what the fuck we want.
I do, and Zach Moore should be the dean.
He should be. He fucking should be. But I don't know if they announce Stranger Things the college years. I think I'd be like,
"This trash."
I love
that's a great show.
Yeah, but no, I think if they did Stranger Things the college years, I'd be like, "Fuck you guys! You're milking this too far now. Just let those kids go."
I really hope that it does get milked. Like
it is because
Stranger
we're getting
Things 67.
Oh God, we are. Well, I mean, we are getting.
67.
We are getting a cartoon. We're getting like I think 1 or 2 spinoffs from it as well too. So, yeah.
Man, I can't wait to watch Stranger Things the animated series only on Netflix.
It should be okay. Like it's supposed to be between seasons 2 and 3, which is odd. I don't know why they didn't do it between 1 and 2. So
because you can introduce Mad Max because she's season 3, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why they did it then.
Well,
or even. Well, they could do one between all the seasons, like it's whatever. But yeah,
they should do one that takes place now.
Well,
like,
I mean,
Stranger Things 2026.
Well, apparently another thing that I've heard, just to kind of like close the thing out, I heard that the reason the Duffer Brothers have like kind of like fucked up the whole thing is because what is it? I think it's Ross Duffer divorced his wife, Leanne, right before this happened, and she's the one who helped Netflix make the Fear Street movies, the 3 that happened, a few years ago, and like those were very like those kind of had the same tone as Stranger Things. Like they were in that 3 movies that came together with a whole story. It was pretty fun stuff, and also had Sadie Sink in that as well too. And then she left, and I think she left. She got divorced, and then she left Netflix, and you had the new Fear Street that happened that nobody cared for, and they're saying that she was kind of the ghostwriter of the entire show, and that's why like the last season sucks, because they divorced. She couldn't help them. She didn't want to help them write the show, and that's why it went to shit.
Well, just like Marsha Lucas, she edited Star Wars. It was great. Then she didn't, and it was The Phantom Menace. And then people were like, "How do you not like that movie?" Because I was 10 years old when it came out, and we all kind of looked around and went, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. So there's that idea is roaming around. I think that's interesting. So could be. Who knows?
Shout out to Commander Cody. What is up with you? Long time no hear. There's a lot of more talented writers out there than the people in Hollywood. You might be watching one on your computer or your TV or your phone right now. Nick, you've made some great movies.
Yes, I have. In fact, I had to rush back to Atlanta for the 31st to premiere Screw Year's Eve.
Nice, it's finally done.
At a small theater in Atlanta.
It still is at a theater in Atlanta.
Dude, it was hilarious. I had to drive back from my friend's place, hungover, drunk, took a shower, went to do the premiere, had to remember how a computer worked. Trying to connect the HDMI cord and everything, and made sure it worked. And while I'm in the booth and like making sure the sound's okay for the next hour and a half, and got that done, packed everything up in my backpack, and then immediately got a case of beer and went to a New Year's Eve party.
My man.
So yeah, it was an interesting day.
I was about 6 mitten extracts deep and hanging out with Dion. By the way, Dion, one of those caught fire.
What?
Yep, that pink one.
Yeah.
It caught fire.
Wait, hold on.
What?
What the fuck caught fire?
It.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
It sat there and it went, and I'm like, what the fuck is this noise? And then you see this like subdued puff pop, and then it smells like fire. And I'm like, what the? And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So yeah, it just caught fire randomly. Thanks, Dion.
That's fucked up. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
No, is there anything else you guys want to say about Stranger Things before we move on to the next stuff? Check in with the audience. We have more of a show tonight, folks. So stick around.
I'm glad it's dead.
I'm glad it's dead.
Internet's being extra.
That's the internet, buddy.
Dude, the AI stuff and everything that's come out from this is hilarious. It's been chef's kiss.
Yeah,
So good.
I haven't seen too much AI about Stranger Things. I try to keep myself out of that circle, but
there's
it's a show I will watch, but not in breaks.
I'll say this. There's one where the kids are trying to get to Vecna, the giant kaiju, at the end, and you see a bunch of Demogorgons like rushing down the hill at them, and it looks so good, and I was like, this is what it should have been at the end.
I agree. By the way, Nick, I think I might take our Halloween Buffalo Jeff shirt, redraw it as Vecna, and just rebrand it as bullshit things. Because our house in that picture was close enough to that house that Vecna had. I'm like, yeah,
sure, why not? Why not?
So, we have pretty much covered Stranger Things season 5 way longer than I'd planned. I wanted to talk about Conformity Gate, but there we go. We talked about everything. I'll have to clip this up and talk about Stranger Things for the next week on the Clip channel. But you guys have some things to say, and we are excited to talk about them. Friend of the channel, Overkill161, thank you very much for being a member for multiple months. He says, Swine Cinema Marathon. 28 porks later. The pork tricks. Pork boiled and Pork Wish 3, the Oink Down. Button 77, dude. Pork Wish 3, the Oink Down. I'm going to take a picture of that. That might be like our favorite new fictional movie here on the channel. There we go. The Oink Down. I just want to watch the Oink Down. It's like a great name. By the way, did you see that Hard Boiled is getting re-released in theaters at the end of the month? The John Woo movies?
Yeah.
Think about going. Think about doing it.
I'm in.
Yeah, my local theater is doing a whole Giallo thing for the end of June.
Italian Beaver Pictures. Yes.
Yep.
I'll be down for those, Nick.
I'll try to pull a Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, don't, because you're not famous. You can't get away with this shit.
That's true. I can't.
I'll come and bail you out. Do it.
As long as you drive through Cincinnati, so you can pick me up. We'll go bailing out together because you'll be good cop. I'll be bad cop. Nick, you got some explaining to do.
Listen, will do.
Oh God.
You asked for number 77. Well, in honor of the book that I'm enjoying right now, here's a button from WCBS's official favorite sketch show, at least tied for number 1.
What a fucking reference.
I know, right?
My man.
Good old James Carey, as he was known.
James Carey, baby.
Yeah, better than Dawson's Creek with James Vanderbeek. Shrubbles08 says, Pee-wee's Big Porkin' Adventure. Yeah, that was for you. Pee-wee's Big Porkin' Adventure, and number 66. Of course, like we say here on WCBS, asking you shall receive. And just because it's 2026 doesn't mean we won't give you the same world-class content. So, number 66 is right here.
Rested and ripped that guy.
I was about to say things you can't do in 2026. Listen to Hulk Hogan breathe anymore. I know that was mean. I miss him. R.I.P. All right, so we're got up. Yeah, that was a great show to watch every week, Dr. Coffin Nails.
Oh man, it's so good.
Let's see. A lot of stuff has been popping up in the chat. Thank you to everybody who's been joining us tonight. Leave a thumbs up button every time you watch everything we do. We appreciate it, but it really helps us out with the algorithm. That's our goal, to overtake this computer. We want to do to the algorithm what Sarah Connor, John, and the T-800 do to Skynet. We're just going to tear it down.
Okay.
Rebuild fresh.
Fuck it.
I mean, we're not going to commit any crimes. No, fuck that. We're going to do it all from the safety of our offices.
There you go.
And then we'll worry about that in the future. But Jensen Guy asked, what are y'all guys working on or planning on for the next for 2026?
Jeez.
March, we will be together at the Lexington Comic and Toy Show, so you can join us there.
Yeah.
I am working on Stealing Solo 3 and making a movie with Nick.
Yeah. I don't know. Me and Jeff are going to be at Dragon Con again this year.
Dude, today I was cleaning up something I found in my past. I was like, all right, it's time to get past this dude. Hopefully they offer the
Yeah, that's always a fun time because we're always inebriated and just having a good time. So
yeah, but people like the other listeners out there, when you find us at Dragon Con, come over and say hi. A lot of times people are like, hi, and they walk off real quick before I can say anything. I'm like, look, I might be taller than you, but I'm not gonna scare you intentionally.
Dude, it's funny as fuck when people meet you in person because they have no idea how tall you are. And they're like, holy shit, it's the funniest thing. The funniest thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. It's a little we don't live our channel 1 year at a time. We need, what is it, a 15-minute car that Dom has? It's a 15-minute channel. We'll make 15-minute videos, and we'll make them 15 minutes before they go live. That'd be horrible.
Exactly. Oh God.
I don't know. That Kathleen Kennedy video I made, I just turned on my mic and I had recorded a different one where I was like, this is all bullshit. And then I was like, wait, hold on a second. We can't put that as beginning. So I re-recorded the whole thing. But let's check out that video. Uh-oh. We have a sports question for the clairvoyant one himself, the psychic extraordinaire. Now, Don, WCBS folks, you get something special, something that you don't get anywhere else. You can watch shows on the internet. You can get live streams even. But none of those shows feature world-class content with our one, our only, Mr. Cleo. Now, Mr. Cleo, we have a question for you. Who will win the college football championship and win the Super Bowl? And that comes from Shrubbles08.
Ooh. Bomba Shrivels08, you're a Libra, aren't you, darling? College football playoff. There's a semifinal on tonight round here. The Miami Hurricanes. The Miami Hurricanes. Bomba versus the Ole Miss Rebels.
Mr. Cleo loves sports. You can tell.
The Hurricanes are down. Or they're only up 4 points. But I believe because one reason, y'all know why. The Cats don't lie. And our own cocaine king himself, Michael Irving. That's for my brother, the Kendo Slice, Michael Irving. He believe in the BTA, the belts to ass. He be talking a lot of shit. He believe in the Hurricanes. I believe in the Hurricanes and the one other. It's Rebels, because you're a Libra. You believe in one thing, don't you? The Cats don't lie. The Cats say, oh, the winds of change are coming. I can only say it's going to be the Hurricanes. Now, in terms of the Super Bowl, now, because the biracial angel himself is down with injury, but why? The Cats are cruel. But because he's no longer in the arena, even though he's the anointed king, that means the boy.
Is that boy good anymore?
No. The man who himself, the joke that I'm gonna make made me laugh in my head. I got it. The man himself, he finally won the MVP, and he himself proved, because the Cats don't lie. That's not only is he the master of the gridiron, but he's the true master of the King's Dozen, because he himself caught number 11 herself. Bomba Qua! The Bills are going to go all the way, because the Cats don't lie. He got the power of 11. He got the power of Bon Jovi. Bomba Qua! Bills Mafia! I'm in the mercy.
These have been the wise words of Mr. Cleo. This was also the longest Mr. Cleo, and there was a reason why I haven't pressed the button yet. This has a time limit, and we're about to reach it. We've never done that on the channel, folks. So this is our first episode ever, and we're going to do that for you. And we're clear. There we go. That's how long Mr. Cleo lasts. 4 minutes. The little buttons here.
I was laughing at my own jokes. That's why that one took a little bit. I was laughing at my own jokes, so I was trying not.
It's been a minute.
So, let's see. I just realized that I forgot to make show notes for tonight. So we've been flying out of the seat of our pants, but that's okay. We have a wrestling segment. We have our movies of the year, and we've only
been doing this for 10 fucking years now. But okay.
This is definitely like our first episode. It feels like, or it's like, you guys just don't know what's going on. No, we don't. We don't. We're coming off Christmas where
we just
I almost died.
We're coming off the holidays. We're drunk uncles now. Give us a fucking minute, okay?
Oh, I'm not a drunk uncle. I just almost, what was that? I was many things over New Year's, all right, and an uncle.
Yeah,
Dion was there.
You must died from sugar alcohol.
Osmotic diarrhea, man. It's no joke. You'll be like, death ain't that bad, is it?
Well, unless it comes out of both ends, then it's terrible.
It was terrible, Nick.
Oh God.
If this would have happened like before my family Christmas party, I just wouldn't have went to Christmas. I'd have laid it home on the floor.
Jeez.
Xavier to God asks, have you guys any thoughts on the Devon and JR story? Let me wait till Dion gets back to jump into any of that stuff, because we will read you the story, folks. We'll turn it into a clip, and then we'll all talk about it as a channel. All right, Dion, you're back. Let's talk about it right now, man. Have you seen Devon Dudley's comments about JR recently?
I have. That has been, that whole saga broke a little bit ago with Maven, who has reinvigorated himself in the public eye via YouTube. That came up. He's obviously reconnected with a lot of his brethren in the professional wrestling world, which has included the Dudley Boys and
they're great.
Him and Stevie Richards and all these guys. And it came up some time ago. And it's come back around. I have heard about it. And again, just because we all love the same sport, it's one of those things where, hey, you're not entirely surprised. At the same time, Jim Ross is one of those dudes that grew up in a time, and obviously he got older as time went on, and obviously his views changed, but hey, if everyone has skeletons in their closet were a real thing, hey, this is proof of it right now, because if anything, are you going to question, arguably one half of the greatest tag team of all time in a business that JR was a part of, at the same time, a guy who's not known to be a problem in professional wrestling, let alone a liar. So it's one of those situations where, hey, again, with everything said, there's a lot of smoke, and it's one of those things where you don't feel great about it. But yeah, dude, that whole situation has been nuts.
Well, let's give the audience a little context. I have this pulled up. So the war of words between Devon Dudley and Jim Ross continue following accusations from the former claiming that the legendary WWE commentator was racist towards him. Devon's initial claims stemmed from an opening event at WWE New York, and he's clearly told the former WWE star Maven on his YouTube channel exactly what was said that night. So again, I'll go back. It was the WWE restaurant, the grand opening of it. We were mingling with some of the guests. A lot of them were musical artists, and there were some actors and actresses. WWE really rolled out the red carpet for this event. It was huge. I remember being upstairs, and Bubba was like, let's go downstairs and see what's going on down there. So we went downstairs, and we were looking around, and it was like another private room. Here comes JR. JR comes down and says, we're like, hey, JR. He goes, boys, how you guys doing? Me and Bubba were good. Good. He was like, hey, you know what, boys? You guys are fitting in real good here. Like you boys a lot. We like you boys a lot. Devon, I'm not too sure. The verdict is still out on him. I'm not sure about how particularly I feel about this. I'm saying to myself, what does he mean by that? Devon confirmed that JR was drunk during the interaction, telling Maven, at that point, I was just like, man, I had to think about it. If I hit him, we're going to lose our jobs. If I say something, I could lose my job, because at the time I didn't think that I would be able to fight that. I'm a little fish in a big pond. Remind you, though, when he said it, he was drunk, slurring his words. Now, I guess this article cut out what he actually said. He kept just saying, you're black. I don't see it. You're black. Like, basically, according to the art of the article, it was JR said these things about him being black, and he was drunk. And I don't really know what to think. But like this, I do believe it. I think it happened because JR is from Oklahoma and from a different era. And if you listen to his commentary, he says some shit that people don't say anymore. But I wasn't there for it. That being said, Kendo, you watch or you pay attention to the dirt sheets. Have you heard about this story?
I did vaguely, probably yesterday, maybe, or today, because it was just one of those things like JR's racist. I'm like, okay. So I read the article, I read the quotes and all that stuff, and I'm like, is it feasible that it could have happened? Yes, because, the WWE hasn't exactly had the most clean reputation when it comes to race relations within the organization. But at the same time, again, I wasn't there. It's apparently a conversation that happened between two people. One says this, one says that. So it's hard to say. I kind of want to I would like to think that good old JR isn't a good old boy in that way. But at the same time, again, he like you said, he's from a different era. I don't know. I wasn't there. I also tend to think that Devon could be shooting a straight because when is he ever not?
Right.
Yeah. Devon is never I don't mean to be I'm not trying to take a dig at the guy, but the guy's never had the kind of bullshitter personality where he's like entertaining to listen to outside of his promos. He's just a very direct guy. Like he'll tell a story and it'll be interesting and you're like, cool, I'll watch your show. But he's not Vince Russo. He's not any of these jabronis. So I don't think and also too, why would Devon lie? Now he's in the Hall of Fame. They got Legends contracts with WWE. JR's off in AEW or he'll retire. I just think this is one of those stories that might have popped up because it's just, it happened. But it's not one of the stories where I think it's being weaponized. Do I think it'll hurt JR? No. Do I think it should? I wasn't there. I don't really know what exactly was said. I don't know. I really can't be a part of this. And I'm not going to call for let's erase JR from some comment he made to Devon Dudley. I think that would be asinine because he's still the best commentator they've ever had. But are there any more thoughts that you guys have about this, or you want to move on to some more wrestling-related stuff?
I will say that when I saw that it was a thing that JR apparently was being racist or everything, I'm like, oh no, he said what he shouldn't have said, didn't he? And then I read what he supposedly said. I'm like, and my first response was, oh, good. I'm glad he didn't say that word because that's what I was expecting to come up, but it didn't. And I was just like, okay, I could see where that would be taken negatively and probably not the best way to convey that, but at least it wasn't. This is where we're at. It wasn't as bad as what I was thinking it was going to be when I saw that was going on, if that makes sense.
Same. Yeah, I thought he was going to have dropped the hard R, and I was like, oh, no, JR, no.
Yeah, not JR,
Yeah.
man.
I'm reading it, and it's like, yeah, you boys did great, but and I was like, waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It's like, you're black. And I'm like, okay, at least he didn't say what I thought. I thought this was going somewhere completely different.
Maybe you watched Lethal Weapon 2. You're blick. Maybe that was his thing. I love that movie. It's the best Lethal Weapon there is. No, I'm sure Maven will follow up more with this. JR has commented on it. What did JR say? However, Jim Ross, who was part of the WWE commentary team for decades, claimed the accusations never happened. He denied these allegations on his podcast. He said, well, recently I heard that Devon Dudley thought I was racist. I was shocked to hear that because I don't recall ever having a crossword with Devon Dudley. I always respected him and his work. I love the Dudley tag team, so it took me totally off guard. I never said that to Devon Dudley. Ross continued to suggest that Devon made up the story to get attention. Maybe he's not as happy with the post-wrestling life as Bubba is because Bubba made a tremendous success of himself as a broadcaster and still works. So I never said that. Some people, I'm sure, are going to still believe it, and that's their prerogative. But I'm not angry at Devon. I'm just curious and don't understand why he went there. So that's pretty much our answer to the super chat. That's everything that both parties have said, and I don't expect this story to last through the weekend. But John Cena was right. Remember at his promo, he's like, you won't even remember me 2 weeks later? Exactly. I forgot he was even a wrestler. This is the shit I care about. It makes me a real fan. And by the way, Dr. Meatball, this would have taken place in 1999 because that's when the WWF New York opened. So this would have been late. We're talking between September to December of 1999 because the Dudley Boys also debuted, I want to say Survivor Series, maybe right before is when the Dudley Boys debuted in the WWF, not ECW. But folks, I'm not proud to admit this, but there are many times where you'll tell me a year when something happened and my brain goes to what was going on in wrestling at that time. So if Dion's like, yeah, man, I shot my first deer in 2004. Like Randy Orton won the title in 2004. And then Dion would tell me
my first deer in 2004. When have you ever thought that I shoot deer?
I was gonna say something else. I was trying to change it up because I didn't want to say Dion got first laid in 2004.
Dion, you also grew up on a farm. Okay, so it kind of tracks.
First off, don't think that because I love you and that you send me things and that I love them that you can use my personal information against me. We all knew I grew up on a farm. The reason why I'm doing shit like this is because one of the things I didn't do was fucking hunt. Dion shoots a deer. What? No,
Why, Dion.
He shoots hoops, not animals.
Listen.
That's a phrase I'm going to use. I shoot hoops, not animals.
That's why he's my man. Kenda, goddamn.
Listen, Dion, there might be a lot of deer in Detroit. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, if there's anything getting shot in Detroit, it sure shit ain't deer.
Oh, God. Everything's going crazy this week, man.
Hey,
you guys been following the news? I'm trying not to follow it, but I can't. It follows me.
Yeah, no joke. No joke.
I don't shoot deer. I shoot hoops. There you go. We're gonna do a coming of age, coming from the country to the inner city.
Are we doing Dion Green the true life reenactment?
Sure.
I think what we should do for a joke podcast series is we should do like real life reenactments of our life, but clearly fucking made up. Like just like real events. It's like, yeah. And then I went and saw Friday the 13th and I saved an old lady from a fire. Like, just
it's
like
like that, you know? It's like drunk history, basically.
Oh
yes, but we can be something else.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Dion.
Our drunk retelling of our own histories. That would be a great.
I was born a poor
acted out by all of us.
It's makes me think of a British show from like 15 years ago called like Star Stories, where they would tell the story of somebody's life. Like one of them was like about David Beckham, and it was extremely grossly and comedically exaggerated. If you could ever find those, and Nick, I'm not telling you to go find them, but if you could ever find the Star Stories shows, those were fun as shit, especially like if you knew about some of the people, like they did like an Elton John one. And so if you have any type of like knowing of the life and times of Elton John, it's really great because there's like literally him like carrying around plates of cocaine at some point and just stuffing his face in them and yelling at fuck off at everybody. So it's like, this is such a good fun show.
There's a British one I found today. It was called Horrible History that I watched 3 episodes of, and it was like fucking hilarious.
Or any of these on BritBox that I could watch.
Horrible History is on Hulu. So you're fine with that. The one that he's talking about, Star Stories, I don't know. I'll try to look into that and see what I can find. I did find, kind of off the cuff, but I did find Dark Matter's true unusual like science stories. I did find all 3 seasons of that are on my server now, and I'm very happy with that because those are ridiculous shit.
I love that show,
dude. The first 2 seasons don't exist anymore anywhere, so I had to acquire them somewhere else, and it took like 2 days, but I got them.
Did you go through a Stargate and do another dimension?
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll go ahead and say that. I had to go through another dimension to sail the high seas and get something I needed.
That's right.
And then I had to pull the other ones off of another platform as well. But I have all 3 seasons now, and I fucking love that show because it is so off the rails. And I love that John Noble is like the narrator. It's great.
Oh, our friend Ghost Rider Norman is incredibly generous. First off, he's been a member for 34 months and says, "Sup, gents? I just dropped in to say hello. Hail to WCBS and hail to the chat. Hail to you, our friend Ghost Rider Norman." Or Nomad, excuse me. But Ghost Rider Nomad also gifted 5 WCBS memberships, folks. So if you happen to acquire one of these memberships, please say a thank you and pass it on. We'd like to keep it cool here on the channel. I mean, videos do end with, be excellent to each other. So I'm glad you guys are. That's cool about doing this show too. We never have to police the chat. You just look over to see if people sent you messages or funny shit. So thank you guys for being awesome. We appreciate you. Shout out to Shrubbles08 for sending some love right here on the screen. Now, Dion, did you know that we have a little more to talk about in terms of wrestling that's not race related? Hold on, we'll talk about that in a moment. We got a couple messages that rolled in. TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. And by the way, folks, if you now have numbers after your name, are you changing that, or is that a YouTube system change? Because cool, because you're still TLJ Screwjob to me. He says, my high went from $69 in December. HI to his bill went from $69 in December to $563. $653 on January 1st. For some reason, the subsidies weren't taken into account. Got that fixed. Now I only pay $241 a month. Oh, you're probably your home insurance, right?
Yeah, that's what it went. Yeah, that's what that's what HI stands for. Yeah, there's been ever since the first happened, there's been like real like hikes everywhere, and it's been
You're Hawaii.
Everything's getting more expensive for no fucking reason.
Dude, yeah. When I was coming back from Michigan, I stopped right before I left the state to get some gas and stop at my favorite Tim Hortons because I have a tradition. And I was going to fill up the car. Gas was like $2.75 a gallon for regular. The next tier up was $2 more. I had literally never seen gas jump $2 between grades. I was like, well, fuck this shit. So I put a couple bucks in and made it back to Cincinnati on that. But yeah, January, it's like we live in a different world now.
Yeah, Briarville's looking better and better every couple of weeks.
Yep. We just need terabyte speed internet and we're good.
If I invite some friends, we can get that going real quick. It shouldn't take too long.
It's okay. We'll always have a place to stay in Briarville.
Yeah.
Only when the sun's up.
Yep. Oh, did you guys watch the Ernest Christmas movie this year? Ernest Saves Christmas?
Of course. It's a tradition now.
I did get a viewing in. Not my favorite Ernest movie, but sat through it. You know, R.I.P. Jim Varney.
Always.
We're gonna go visit his gravesite after the Lexington Comic and Toy Show. It's just right down the street. So
yeah, we will definitely do that because I was gonna do the last time. Yeah, I was gonna do that last time, but I was just like, I think somebody said, you know, it was like gated off or it's a private thing or whatever, and you had to go check it out. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that's true or not. So I think I see a lot of fans going to go pay their respects. So I think it's not.
Yeah,
I think it's open to the public. I don't think it's like private or anything. So I think it's fine.
We'll just let's go do it. Kendo, didn't you go see Douglas Adams' grave, the guy who wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I definitely did when I went to England for the very first time, almost 16 years ago. That was like priority number one. I had to go to Highgate to see Douglas Adams. And then after I paid my respects to Douglas Adams, I walked around the pathway to Karl Marx's overly elaborate grave and spit on it.
If it wouldn't have hurt me, I would have dropped an elbow on it. But, you know, I get your disdain for the man. John Thomas has a special message for Kendo. He says, Kendo, alternate history question. How different if Theodore wins against Wilson? How different does it go? No Klan resurgence for sure, because Roosevelt would have went Rough Rider on them, or resegregation of something. So far, let's talk about those.
Okay, so if Theodore Roosevelt wins and stops Wilson and we don't get Wilson as president, calm down. I know it's a fun thing to think about. It's exciting, but it didn't happen. Yes, they would have played that song and everything. So yes, you definitely wouldn't have the resegregation of the government that Wilson put in there. The birth of a nation would not have been screened at the White House and validated by the president. So yes, you would not have had a resurgence of the men in the sheets. And that wouldn't have happened. And yes, Roosevelt would have clamped down on them very, very hard. We probably wouldn't have communism because Roosevelt would have gotten us into World War I a whole lot longer or sooner than we did. So if that happens, the tide of battle probably doesn't change against the Russians as bad as it did on the Eastern Front. Therefore, the Bolsheviks wouldn't have been able to revolutionize because they wouldn't have had Russia in a weakened state. So we very well could have avoided the worst, most evilest thing that's ever befallen our planet, communism. So there's that. And then We might have still gotten World War II, depending on how the end of the war would have looked and how punitive England and France would have been towards the Germans. We wouldn't be in Korea because, again, no communism. We wouldn't have had to go to Vietnam because, again, no communism. And, you know what? It's a utopian society because the commies never exist.
Unlike now, where they're recruiting at every college.
Correct. So
It's wild.
Oh Lord, yeah.
We may or may not have the Fed or income tax because that was a Wilson thing. So maybe, just maybe, I don't know. We still have the national parks though, so we got that going for us.
Hooray!
By the way, we had clarification from TLJ Screwjob. It was health insurance.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, health insurance. Not house insurance. Okay, health insurance. Yeah.
I said homeowner insurance. I was like, oh, okay. Well,
I don't know. I have a weird theory about that. I kind of wonder what would happen if everybody dropped their health insurance and just paid cash for everything. Wouldn't it be cheaper?
No.
I'm sure you can't do anything in the society we live in because nobody would commit to shit. They'd be like,
that's 100% true. That's 100% true.
And I'm not even on a different subject matter. We could get shit done a lot quicker if everyone just was like, you know what? I'm drawing the line at this shit. And everybody drew the line and didn't buckle. It would stay like exactly what you want.
Yeah, but then the problem is people have to put on pants and shoes and leave the house, and like that's the problem.
I love leaving the house. It's great.
I do too. But it seems like the majority of people are just like, I'm gonna sit on my ass and watch Netflix. Like, no, get out and get shit done. Come on.
I'm not like Mr. Let me get up at 6 a.m. and get everything done, but like I hate watching TV all day. It just doesn't appeal to me. Because the thing is, I did it so much as a kid. Like I watched a ton of TV, like a lot of just random shit too. And you know, you get your fill. You got your favorites that you go back to. But I don't think I've sat and like flipped through a channel or flipped through channels in forever. It feels like
that's because cable's dead, Jeff. Cable's been dead for a while now.
Well, I had cable for quite a while, Nick. Even when I had streaming, I had cable. It was part of the bundle. Enrique Vasquez, what is up? Thank you very much for your super chat. He says, happy 2026 WCBS. Did you guys get the new Lego DeLorean? Not too bad. Have you seen the new Lego Star Wars Smart Bricks? Not worth it. Detention button, please. I have seen so now, Nick, they got sound effects that you can clip into the Star Wars figures.
Okay, are those bricks only do they only do one thing? Is like only sound, only lights, like only one? Is that how it works? Because I've seen it a couple of times and I just don't know what it is and I don't really care. Like, that's
all I know is that the action figures have like a special marking on their side and they interact with play sets and stuff.
Okay.
I have Legos like from you or Enrique or people who send me gifts. Thank you. But they always stay in the box until I have a better space. Because then I will build Legos on live streams for you guys. We'll have some fun. We'll do like 2 a.m, you know? Make it real weird and dark. We'll just have the light on here with like some cigarettes and coffee. It'll be like you're being interrogated while I build a Lego set.
You'll have the lamp with the smoke coming.
Yeah.
the room's all smoky and shit. It's like, where were you on April 23rd?
Yeah, tell me. Tell me about the bears and rabbits, George.
Oh God.
No.
I put together the arcade machine that Nick sent me.
Cool. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Wait, Nick, did you send me that Spider-Man set?
No, I sent you the arcade machine.
Oh, I gotta look because that never came.
Did it not? Oh, then I have to fucking yell at Lego then.
Because I got a Spider-Man set in the mail with no return address. And I was like, Spider-Man, cool.
Yeah, no. Nick sent us an arcade machine. I needed to distract the kid while his presents were getting wrapped. So I said, hey, because he kept seeing it. It was in the closet downstairs because I put it away because I'm like, I'll build this later. And so like he kept wanting me to get it. And I'm like, he needs to be distracted for a reasonable amount of time. So I got it out and said, hey, let's put this together. So he sort of helped. I just told him what color ones I needed and then he handed it to me and then I had to like put it back and be like, no, not this one. But at least you can identify your colors, sir. But
you are his father.
Yeah, I sent it to you and everything. It should have gone there. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah, the other day I got a Lego set, but it's like a Spider-Man thing. I was like, oh, cool, Spider-Man. All right. I put it over to the side. I was like, because I didn't know who it came from. I was just like, okay,
yeah.
Nick, you should have just taken credit for that one.
Well, no, because like I buy Legos a certain way during Christmas. Like they have like a double or quadruple point thing that happens, and I buy you guys and I buy other friends Legos as well. So I have the points as well as people's gifts already worked out, so it's not a problem, and that's what I do. But yeah, Spider-Man, no, they may have sent you the wrong one, which is fine. Okay, that's great, but yeah, it's supposed to be a little arcade machine.
No, this is a big Spider-Man. I was like, cool.
Sure, whatever.
Somebody else on Nick's Christmas list was supposed to get Spider-Man, and they got the arcade machine instead, and they had no idea, so it worked out.
I think a mailman may have fucked up though. I think a mailman probably fucked up, which is fine. Like whatever, you got a Lego set, it's okay. It's cool.
It does have a weird phone number on the label. I never looked at the name. I just was like, whose phone number is this?
It's not a return address from Nick. It's from Lego.
Yeah.
On the package.
For sure.
I'm not upset with it.
Yeah, because I think the return address is like Iowa or some shit like that, where they're delivery things based or something. So
yeah.
From the Netherlands, Iowa. What a weird distribution center.
Why not? I don't fucking know. All I know is that I sold my Stranger Things Lego sets like 2 weeks before Christmas, so I was very happy.
Yeah, because now nobody wants them.
No, and like it's funny because they came out with like Vecna's house. And there was the radio station that came out with that like as a gift with purchase, and I'm glad I didn't buy it because like I'm done. That show's dead. I'm not buying any more Legos anymore. Bullshit. That's it. It's done.
If they want to put out new Coke, I'll buy it. Just saying. Like I'll drink it this time. I promise.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think I put up my Legos like the night before, and then that morning I got both of them went out on eBay. And there was some woman in your area who bought the big first upside down one from Ohio, and she's like, "Hey, can you double box it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do what I can." And she's like, "Hey, I work for USPS. You better do it right because they're really crazy this week. During this time of year." I'm like, "Okay, lady, I'll do it." She was very demanding. I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck you want from me."
She's like, "Your shipping and handling just went up $10."
Yeah, it should have gone up 50. But I'm just like, lady, I'll do what I can. So then I obnoxiously put it into 2 boxes in like the most obnoxious way ever.
You should have put an entire roll of duct tape over the first box.
No.
Second box.
No. I put an entire roll of duct tape on the second box. And it was and mind you, it was still the great duct tape, but it was Gorilla tape, so they couldn't even pull it off. You had to like cut through it like it was like leather. It was
and it's
terrible.
Gonna get stuck on their knife or their sharp objects, so they're gonna be like, "Why are these little fight?" You got to be polite on the internet, folks. You don't know what Nick could do to you next. Like I ship the comic books, so don't worry. Nobody's balls are gonna be touched on your books, but you never know. If you piss off Nick, he might duct tape you or your gift, not you personally.
Put some anthrax in your package.
Like no! I haven't done that in years. Okay, it's been a long time.
9/11 was forever ago, man.
It was forever ago.
Yeah, but Nick never forgot, unlike most of New York.
Did you hear Robert De Niro wants to leave now?
Good, fuck him. Let him leave.
Hold on, I got a quote from him. I'm prepared. I've been doing
all these celebrities that want to leave, fuck off. Just go, please. Just fuck off and go. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Robert De Niro offers me no value in my life. I wish him the best of luck, and may God have mercy on his soul, but I don't care. Yeah, okay, so Robert De Niro has been quoted as saying he has no choice but to leave New York now that Ma'am Donnie is officially the mayor. He wants to take half of my savings because I'm wealthy. I haven't worked in some time. My savings is all I have. De Niro was an avid supporter of the communists during this campaign, and it looks like
that's the funny, ironic part. Oh, yes, he was all about him, and then he got elected, and then the platform that the guy ran on, he's actually putting it into effect, and now suddenly De Niro's like, "Oh, for me, I have to leave because the guy I wanted to win actually won, and now he's going to do the shit that he said he was going to do." Way to go, dumb shit.
Yeah, like this is why I don't when celebrities endorse like political people, I just say you don't know what the fuck you're doing. They're just getting paid to do it. They don't care. It's just like social currencies. That's all it is. And yeah, like he did the same thing where he's like, "Yeah, I'm done. Woohoo, great!" And then it all came to fruition. And now he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go." He's probably gonna go live in like fucking Middle Tennessee or something.
If he lives close enough to me, and I found out where he lives, I'm just gonna heckle him every day.
I feel like Sam Jackson still lives in like Tennessee somewhere.
No, he lived down the street from where I was because he would go to the other Whole Foods.
That's funny.
Not my Whole Foods.
That's funny.
But Enrique, I haven't seen the new DeLorean yet. The Speed Champs one.
Yeah,
I will eventually get it.
I want to say it's like 1/3 the size of the bigger one that came out a couple years ago.
I think every Back to the Future DeLorean. They've only done the DeLorean, right? They don't do like Marty's truck.
No, here's the thing. They had one that was done in 2015. It's a really small one. It's a really, really small one. And it wouldn't have even been a box. It would have just been a plastic package is what the small one would have been.
Oh, was it for the video game?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the first one. The second one
have
that one's worth a lot. That's the second. If you have the first one, it's worth a lot. The second one is the one we got, the big one. That's the second one. The third one is the one that's come out now, the Speed Champs one. But
there's another one, Nick, that came out before the big one. It's about this big, and it came with Marty and Doc. It comes in a box. It's only about this big, the box itself. Because I never opened these Lego sets. I bought that shit. I think I was in college when it came out. So, because I was so excited, I was like, "Oh, Back to the Future, a Lego set."
Yeah, there's a Back to the Future level pack that came out. I think. Let me see here. It's 2015. No, there's only 3. There's only 3 I'm looking at. Only 3.
Hold on. We'll figure this out later, folks. Jeff, here it is. I found it right here.
2013. 2013 is
yeah.
that one. ID is licensed. Okay, I see it now.
Because that's the one I have. I wish it would be valuable. That'd be cool. It's just sitting in the closet somewhere.
Let's see. It is worth. Let's see if I can move this. What the fuck?
I paid retail.
You paid retail, so geez. So you paid like what, $35 for it?
If that, yeah.
Okay, then it's worth $150.
Hey, cool. I'm never gonna sell it, but it's nice to have it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sell during tax season, probably get like $175 out of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it, man.
Dude, I was surprised. I got so much out of my Stranger Things stuff. I was very surprised. I got more than double, like way more than double. I was very happy with it.
It's my boy.
Yeah, dude. It was like and like the fact that it went in hours shocked me, but kind of didn't. So, but and both the Lego sets I mailed out got to where they were going to be before Christmas. So, I got a good rating on eBay.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, I'll sell some more like March, April. Some other ones I need to get rid of.
Let's give Enrique the button he requested, and we will move on to the next one.
You had enough yet?
No.
That's another one.
So?
You just say the word, I'll keep going.
Go.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Mo.
Your mother was a...
Ho.
He was a famous clown.
Bobo.
Mitch, cut it out.
Yeah, Mitch.
I fucking love that movie.
I do too. Our friend the Wastelander, it's a pretty cool name actually, says the kids get me laughing every time. And then he also responds with he gets what he voted for. They all do. Except the people that say they're going to leave California and never do. But, you know.
Well, Jeff, it's 80 degrees all the time. I mean, come on now. Even though the taxes are 43%, they still, love that sunshine.
Yeah, it never rains in Southern California.
Which is a bullshit song.
Dude, it rained for 4 days there. I think like in December, and my cousin called me. He's like, "What the fuck's happening?" I'm like, "I don't know what to tell you."
It rained when I lived out there. It wasn't a big deal. It was just like, eh.
It rained, and I've spent all of maybe 3 days in California. It rained on one of those days. I woke up, it was raining. I'm like, that song was a goddamn lie.
But here's the thing: you probably get more done that day because they all like fear the rain. They fucking hate it. Like to them, it's like it's like arsenic.
I don't know.
Go outside.
Right before the pandemic shut down Universal Studios, I went to the park and it was like a torrential rainstorm, but everybody was there. Like people just kept coming into the park when it was raining. I was like, really? I guess because most of their rides are indoor rides, so it doesn't, the weather doesn't affect it.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, we'll find out if Robert De Niro if Robert De Niro becomes any of our neighbors, folks. I guarantee you that here on the channel we will produce a weekly live show. It'll be called Me and Bobby D, and it'll be one of us with our neighbor Bobby D, where we will talk about the goings on of the neighborhood, local restaurants, nightlife, his time in Hollywood, of course. So watch us next month whenever Bobby D decides to move into our neighborhood. Coming soon to a channel near you.
Oh God, he might move here to Atlanta, but I doubt that.
He's going to move across the street from me. I can just feel it now. I'm going to walk out there one morning, and De Niro's going to be standing there and be like, God damn it.
Why doesn't he move into Gene Hackman's old house? I feel like nobody.
I mean, no one else lives there now.
That's fucking terrible. That's fucking terrible. Oh, God.
Look, you know you loved it.
I did.
Xavier to God, thank you very much. What's going to be better, the new Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat movie? Ooh, I'll take Mortal Kombat for 200, Alex.
I mean, better is good. Better is relative. Like, what do you mean by better? Like, which one's going to be like more entertaining to watch, or more of a dumpster fire? Like, that's the thing.
Let's answer both then, because Xavier to God's been a member of our, just been a listener for like a decade. Yeah, I'll say Street Fighter will be a bigger dumpster fire because I don't think the tone's going to work. The people on the internet like ironic dumb shit, and they'll, oh, it's so cool. But I have to say, your average person looks at it and goes, "What the fuck is this?" But Mortal Kombat is going to have the blood, the gore. Carl Urban's great. So I'd say Mortal Kombat's a hit because they'll fix all the mistakes from the reboot they did 5 years ago? Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Street Fighter is going to bring in the initial crowd the first maybe 2 weekends, and then it'll die. Because of just the star power that's in it and the people who are going to be like, kind of like repping it and being all over social media saying, "Hey, come watch my movie. I'm in this. Come watch this thing. I'm in this." And then, like I said, it'll die after 2 weekends because, nobody will give a shit.
This hyperfixation, and this is from company standpoints, to constantly sell us ads and on platforms that deteriorate your attention spans is great, because eventually it's going to hurt them. Because you can only make so much on ad revenue on social media. When people don't buy shit or go out anymore, you'll see more problems. So thanks, you guys did it to yourself.
For sure. I gotta say, I'm thinking Street Fighter do better because if anything, I think my hope is that Street Fighter is going to be more like the Naked Gun, where they're in on the joke.
I was going to make that reference or that comparison.
Yep. I think that's what it's going to hopefully shoot for, as opposed to Mortal Kombat, which is because they tried to play the, hey, we're not doing the same thing as other studios when they really were, because they introduced a whole new character, they did all this bullshit. So yeah, I think Mortal Kombat is going to keep trying to do the same old while pretending that they're not, as opposed to Street Fighter is going to be in on the joke, which will be a hell of a way different movie. I
will probably be proven wrong when Street Fighter comes out, and I'll call you on like, dude, it was awesome.
I'm hoping, because it looks silly as shit, and there's no way they better not take it serious.
Well, I mean, with the actors they have like 50 Cent, they have like Andrew Schultz, Flagrant Podcast. They got
David Dalmakian.
Yeah, David Dalmakian. They have a wrestler in there. There's Blanca as well. I think.
They have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
There you go. They have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So like, I don't think they're taking it seriously. I really don't think they are. I'm with you and Dion. They're going to go very like, Naked Gun. But
remember, Naked Gun was not a hit. We just heard that news this week.
Yep.
That there will be no more.
I don't know, man. It was still a really funny movie, and they hit it. They did like, that's one where they did a continuation correctly, and it was really good. Yeah, it was really good. I was very sad to hear that, but also like going to the movies these days is expensive as shit. So
I just don't know why people don't get like I have Regal Pass. It's $25 a month, and you're like, oh, it's a lot of money. But if you go to the movie twice, all right.
Yeah, but well, I mean, like, okay, I mean, also it's just like people might want to buy snacks. Also, some of those theaters have paid parking, so that's also a factor as well. So
that's
like,
true. Ours does.
Yeah. So like, there's a whole like thing there. So it's just one of those things where, I mean, yeah, some places don't. You just park and you go, it's fine. But most places, especially in Atlanta here, unfortunately, they want you to pay to park every fucking place you go, and it's terrible. So there's that. I mean, luckily, I think with the Regal Atlantic Station here, you have the little like parking thing where you just pop in the ticket and take it out, and it'll pay for your parking. It's fine. But usually, it's expensive anywhere you go.
Yeah, except we went to a couple movies. We saw, like I said, Anaconda. But we also saw Temple of Doom on the big screen over the weekend, and that is always worthwhile to go out and do, for me at least, to see in a classic movie. Because I told Dion, it's like, normally I'm thinking about what movie we're going to watch, and is it going to be good? And I think about it and stuff, and I go, Temple of Doom's a great movie. I know I'm going to love this. And I had great time. The only problem was, Dion, how fast that movie went. Since we like committed it to memory, I'm like, oh wow, we're already on the airplane. Oh wow, they're already possessed. Oh wow, it's over. I was like, damn, Temple of Doom just.
That's why I bought Two Tall Boys.
My man.
Hey, I get my popcorn to support the theaters because
always, yeah. I tried to go to the plaza down here and try to get a little some beer and popcorn from there as well too. But
I've been to the plaza theater.
Yeah, you have.
Bought a bottle of wine. Whole bottle of wine.
God. I went to the Buried Alive Film Festival, the horror one here in town, obviously, a few months ago, and it was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was so much fun.
I need to go to a film festival with you one of these years.
I have not booked Chattanooga yet.
Oh, well, it's only like a 4-hour drive. I can come just for the fuck of it.
I'm about to say, I'm just saying, if you want to get an Airbnb nearby, we can do that and just watch some weird shit and be inebriated.
Yeah. When is it? It's in July, right? Or June?
End of June into July.
Oh, so it'll be like the same time we did Goonies. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, don't book anything yet. We'll talk next week. I mean, I'm going to see you in a week, so.
That's true. Yeah. Because we can do that for sure because, we can just, like I said, get your badge or whatever, and we just wake up and watch weird shit. And
Nick, are we going on a boat next week in Florida?
There will be no boat. I tried finding a boat, but there will not be a boat. So,
what about the boat? John Thomas, thank you very much. He says, I'm going to see The Lord of the Rings at theaters next weekend. One each day, extended editions. Fathom Events is probably to save all theaters. It's all to save theaters. Hey, John, you're about to have a good time. And I've never said this out loud, but yesterday I considered watching a Lord of the Rings movie, Dion. I was like, I kind of want to watch Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, shit.
I've never had that thought in my life.
Run, you fool.
I know, right? I gotta go watch Star Wars 10 more times now that I had an impure thought. Coming of me.
Oh God, yeah, I'm gonna try to watch Primate this weekend along with Anaconda.
Nick, I think you sold me on Primate. That's the beauty of working for yourself, folks. It's like I'm gonna go film Ollie's footage. There's a movie theater about 2 miles from here. I should go there and then go finish filming Ollie's. I might do that tomorrow, Nick. I can. It's beautiful.
But yeah, by all means do it. I mean, I'm gonna definitely watch this weekend for sure. I would definitely want to hear
if
your
it's
thoughts
really
on
terrible or really amazing, we should just when you're home, just sit down and talk about it.
Oh yeah, we should. We definitely should because I have a little bit of hope for it, a little bit, but I don't know. Ultimately, I don't know.
Hey Dion, did we see Anaconda before New Year's or after New Year's?
Before.
Okay, so I've only been to the theater once this year. I'm gonna shoot for like 40 movies this year in theaters.
Nice.
Ooh.
I mean, they are also showing what is it the Glass Onion fucking movies as well too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Wake Up Dead Man or whatever it's called.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Just not a Ryan Johnson.
By the way, Daniel Craig doing a Southern accent and that kind of like New Orleans accent fits because I remember I rewatched Logan Lucky and like he does that accent and it fits really well with his like style of acting. I don't know why, but like he fits that really well. It just works with him.
That was a really good movie, by the way.
Logan Lucky was filmed like down the road for me.
Well, you should have been a background extra.
Well, it's funny because when the scene happens where he's going into the van to get the shot to get the blood taken, or getting whatever it is, that's across the street from Richard's house.
No,
like it's 100 feet from Richard's house. No joke. I wish I was kidding.
Richard should have just leaned out and been like, "Hey."
Yeah.
You know who else does a great Louisiana accent in their movies? Nicolas Cage in Bad Lieutenant 2.
Yes, sir.
Protocol New Orleans. His soul is still dancing. Shoot him again.
Oh god!
I had a dream recently.
So does Channing Tatum.
Dude, I gotta see Roof Man.
I do too.
Yeah, I haven't seen either.
Toy Story, man, or Toys R Us. Anything to take me back there to that glorious place. By the way, folks, we have one of the more popular videos on YouTube of documenting the decline of Toys R Us. So it's over 500,000. Let's push it. Go back
Oh
and
my
watch the
God,
old Toys R Us
nice.
video. It's been a lot of those old toy archival videos, man. And shit's just been moving for us better. Like the algorithm is in our favor now. So
Nice.
we'll be getting more stuff for you. I mean, like, oh, by the way, folks, I do apologize. Here's a bit of channel info or update. I will give you guys The Force Awakens Part 2. It's already recorded and all that stuff. I just got to finish putting a couple.
Dude, where
on.
where the hell is the Goonies documentary you made when we went to Oregon last year?
I should put it up on YouTube because it's been on Patreon. Yeah, I'll do
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, the Blockbuster one too. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one as well.
Yeah, Clone Geek. I was at the one in Dayton. That's the one where I walked in the back room and they had all those land speeders lined up. I went and documented all that Toys R Us stuff. Man, I miss Toys R Us.
By the way, Jeff has a nice LED wall where he fakes all these videos and none of it's real. It's just all like AI rendered. It just doesn't exist.
Wait till tomorrow where I'm going to the moon. I'm having Chipotle on the moon for lunch, folks. Ollie's isn't real. I made it. It's a construct of my imagination. I own the Batmobile. There we go. See? I was going to make up random shit, and I invented the chestnut and the question mark.
And the internet.
And the internet. You know, I'm your neighbor. Go outside. I'm outside of your house right now. That's where the show's broadcast from. Outside of your house.
Oh God, some people in there like elaborate things, but like it's one of those things where I shouldn't be surprised because we had Conformity Gate with Start Stranger Things where people were just like picking out dumb production errors and just making things up.
I think what we should do, Nick, is we should try to make one of those up and see how like big we could make it. So
I'm down. Pick an old show and we'll do it. It's fine.
All right. Thank you, John Thomas. John Thomas is back again with another very generous super chat. John says, The Onion was actually funny this week. Grr, flees out of bathroom window as publishers break down front door. Oh, sorry, George R.R. Martin flees out of bathroom window as publishers break down front door. Someone commented, get him before he warns Rothfuss. Ha ha ha. You mean like how he'll never finish that series?
Right.
Even I've looked into writing a video on that topic, or at least having one here on the channel. So you might even hear about our take on that in the future.
Listen, he's too busy getting blown to conventions. All right,
he ain't blame the guy.
No, fuck no. If I was him, I'd do the same shit.
Look, if all of a sudden,
dude, it would be hookers and blow at every Comic-Con ever. Okay.
No hookers. It's free when you're that famous.
That's true. It'd just be blow and then women, fine women.
Nick, if Stealing Solo 2 becomes this like juggernaut and my life becomes that, I'll never make Frankenfisher. Fuck it. You'll just see me at cons hanging out with, women dressed as Lilu and shit. I'm like, yeah, sorry, no. Multi-pass, I'll just walk away.
Well, it's good. It's good to know what you're into. You're into redheads with bandages on. All right, that's good to know.
I tried to think of a pop culture character.
Multi-pass.
She wouldn't be Mila Jovovich wouldn't be my first choice. But
I feel like Fifth Element is peak Mila Jovovich.
I'll go Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, okay. Man.
She actually does more shit in that movie.
That's true, and she actually speaks English.
Yeah.
Sort of that gibberish in Fifth Element.
Yeah, I am a fan of that movie, though. I don't want to present myself as hating the Fifth
Element.
I in the living room. That's a good movie.
Dude, same here. I have it on the server. I have it physical as well too. I fucking love that movie. It's so goddamn good. Oh, by the way, I changed the player. I no longer use a Roku to play the stuff through. I use a NVIDIA Shield, and for some reason the sound comes out better.
Because Roku suck, dude.
Apparently they do, because like I use the NVIDIA Shield, and like the way it does the sound, I've been watching things through that, and even like the basic HD stuff sounds really fucking good through that. I have no idea why.
I got this tiny ass Roku. It is kind of functional, but it is. Look how little it is, dude.
Yeah, dude, spend the money and get it in NVIDIA Shield. It's fucking worth it. It's great.
I got a smart TV in my living room. This is in the office because I need an extra TV, and I didn't want to buy. I don't know. I don't want to put a console in here because I swear if I had a video game system in here, all I would do is turn my chair in between breaks and GoldenEye's on for 10 hours. And I'm like, shit, I'm behind. So
fair
that's
enough.
why I got this crappy Roku. Okay.
Fair enough.
Mila Jovovich as a Twi'lek. That'd be kind of cool.
Ooh.
I mean,
like I said, Nick, I don't have a thing for ladies in bandages, okay?
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I'm really offended that you think I would stoop that low. Bandages, Nick? Fucking bandages? Let's just keep going.
I did send you guys an AI video of Gina Carano in the Princess Leia outfit on Instagram, so go watch that at your leisure.
I don't know to be afraid or what, because like Princess Leia could kick your ass, but not like Gina Carano could. We watched Deadpool recently, and I was like, damn, she beat the shit out of Colossus.
She really did. She really did.
That's the only good Deadpool movie. That's my hot take of the night. Deadpool 2 can suck a dick, and Deadpool 3 is overrated as shit. I don't ever need to watch those movies again. But 1, I will watch regularly. That is a good film.
Okay. Yeah, one was really like one was especially off the rails, and it needed to be that way to get the character, out and into the world. But 2 and 3 were okay. Actually, I need to get those for the thing. Yeah,
I love all of them. So,
hey man, that's cool. I love all the.
I know it's cool, motherfucker. I wasn't saying for you to say it was cool. I was saying it in response to your comment being silly.
But I'm saying it in response to your comment as being supportive. It's cool, man. We can like different shit, just as long as at the end of the day,
thanks, man.
We all agree that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I love that every year I love that every year for like 2 months it becomes a controversy. It's just like, no, it's not a Christmas movie. It's like, fuck you, everybody who says it's not. It is. Okay, it is. It's part of the lexicon. It's part of the zeitgeist. It's a Christmas movie. Go fuck yourself.
It's an every day of the week movie for me.
Well, that's different.
Stop torturing myself and turn it on. Turn it off.
Different.
Excuse me. Thank you though to John Thomas. Oh yes, Deadpool, an instant classic. It's been 10 years. Let's do a 10 years of Deadpool something.
Oh my God.
In February.
Fuck, dude. People are talking about Mila Jovovich's like peak, acting. Nobody has any love for what the fuck was that movie that she was in, Ultraviolet?
No, because I watched it once and it was trash.
Wow. It is.
It's not as good as Eon Flux, and that's garbage too.
Yeah.
Ultraviolet was something. It was something.
Is that the one where she goes to fall on the grass and it like lifts up and she like stops?
That's Eon Flux. Ultraviolet is on the motorcycle, and she's going up the building. The helicopter's chasing her, and it all looks really like shitty CGI video game. That's fucking that bullshit Mila Jovovich movie, Ultraviolet.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch that anytime again.
It's the cheap gun kata where she like her clothes change colors and she got the glasses.
Okay,
on.
basically, Ultraviolet is the live action version of Mirror's Edge. That's what it is.
You know what's funny is when you Google Ultraviolet movie and you get the images at top, you get Eon Flux. Like right away.
Yeah, I see that too. Well, let's see.
It came out like a year apart. Ultraviolet was like 2000. Right?
No, this. Hold on. This is even better. If you click on the IMDb page for Ultraviolet, it takes you to Eon Flux. Here, I'm sending you guys that photo.
Fuck.
When a movie has no identity, you're either Avatar or Eon Flux or Ultraviolet.
Oh my God. But yeah, if that movie is Jeff, if that movie is somewhere for free, go watch. If not, don't fucking pay for it.
It's not free, so I will not be watching.
Yeah, don't fucking pay for it
anytime. Or is Eon Flux anywhere? I know the cartoon is worth my watch.
Oh yeah, no, the cartoon is yeah.
Neither Eon Flux is no longer on streaming. Oh, you know what's funny? When you click on Eon Flux, you get Ultraviolet. Google is fucked up. Anyway, let's talk about something that can get you fucked up, Jackass. So we're all roughly the same age, and we all knew guys that wanted to play Jackass. So you knew people that would beat their own asses, jump off stuff, let people beat them up, run into walls. We all knew those dudes. At my school, his name was Ryan, and he took a stapler and smashed it into his forehead. It was gnarly. But Jackass quickly evolved from a television show to a movie, and the first 3 are classics. The 4th one was pretty decent, and now this morning we got a 5th one announced.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look, I don't care. I'll be there day 1 for this movie. Yep. I was the biggest Jackass kid.
Johnny Knoxville is too fucking old to do this shit.
Yeah,
the man is basically Listen, he's basically Wolverine at this point. His body's like 51% titanium. All right. If they cremate him, you're just gonna get a fucking titanium skeleton out of the fucking machine.
Who else is coming back?
That's all that's gonna happen. Like the man is just like bolts and nuts and screws and braces put together. That's all he is right now.
So Bam Margera is going to be in this movie.
Oh wow, that's
newsworthy.
As
apparently just his likeness.
Yep, as archival footage. So I don't know how I feel about that because I understand everyone's complaints about Bam Margera, but he's also integral to Jackass, much like Dave, what's his face? Dave England or Danger Aaron McGee. Yeah, like I always feel bad for Dave England because he looks like he's in so much pain. You're like, oh.
That's because he is.
Yeah, like Johnny Knoxville was a nutball, right? He laughs that shit off.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Johnny Knoxville, like I said, he's mostly titanium at this point because I remember he did the movie about he did the Danger Park movie where he fucked himself up as well in that, and like apparently during that one he couldn't even sneeze or laugh because his eye kept popping out of his socket. He had to wear an eye patch so his eye wouldn't just fall out of his fucking head.
I've heard of that.
And I'm just like, dude, you need to you need to fucking stop.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's so nice to go, oh, Jackass is coming back. I'm there. I just hope that it can live up to the name because the fourth one was pretty close to being.
The man is 54 years old.
Hey, right? You know who I want to see in Jackass 4 or 5? Since they bring internet people into it now. You know that whoop whoop kid that jumps in for the juggalos and juggalettes?
Yes.
Superwoman.
Yeah. Hey, let's start a campaign for him right now on change.org. Super humming for Jackass 5.
I feel like Jackass 5 is already filmed, so like they're probably just in post now. So I doubt like it's gonna
fine for
Jackass. So Jackass 6.
Jackass 6, yeah, for sure. No, why not?
Well, I'm excited. I'm gonna watch all the Jackass movies in preparation, and maybe listen to
the only thing I cannot stand in those movies is like the bodily fluids. Like that makes me throw up every time. Every time I throw up, I'm like, nope, can't do it. Fuck this.
I turn away. The horse semen part, I turn away.
Yep. or the sweat part, like, nope, can't do it.
The Jay Chandrasekhar part's amazing though.
I think he talks about that in his book.
He does. That was my book of the year last year. I know it's not a new book from 2025, but of all the books I read, that was my favorite one.
Dude, I've read it like twice. I think I read it back to back, and it was just like so fucking hilarious and so like well done. I was like, God damn it, this is such a good book.
I feel like I learned a little something after reading it, though.
Oh, definitely. I recommend right now. If I'm on Dungeon Crawler Carl, and that's really fun.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it's apparently they're making a movie about it in the next couple of years, but like it's really fun. Like I'm not into. I've barely played D&D. I know about it. I'm not versed that well in it, and I read the book, and like I'm about 40 chapters in, and like it's fucking hilarious. It's really good.
Hey Dion, are we going to finish that campaign that we started like 3 New Year's Eves ago?
For what?
D&D.
Oh, we have to. Absolutely.
It was just a one night thing, and then we never even talk about it. This is the first time we've talked about it in 3 years.
Yeah, we gotta finish that, man. Devin's all into D&D.
I want to be the dungeon master because I'm gonna be the worst dungeon master ever. It's like Devin.
No.
No.
You'd be the best. What the fuck are you talking about? You'd be the best. What do you like? Come on now.
But then a giant robot came from outer space and crushed him. Devin is dead. The end of the campaign. Like I would do shit like that to people.
That's fine because like no dumb shit always like people always do dumb shit in these parties and campaigns all the time. They're like, hey, wait, if I roll this much, can I sleep with the fucking bar maiden? Like it's like they do dumb shit like that all the time. Trust me.
Yes, but you get pregnant.
Yeah, you can do things like that. Fuck it, man. Like it's whatever you want to do. As long as they roll a certain thing or like you put in certain numbers and certain parameters, like you're okay. It's fine. You know, that's all it is. Yeah, make it fun. You don't need to be a stickler for the rules. Like, yeah, go off path and do some weird shit. It's fun.
Yeah. Now, Dion.
Yes.
I got a fun little segment for you. On this day in wrestling history, Edge cashed in the first Money in the Bank briefcase to defeat John Cena and become the WWE champion. Where would you say that ranks in terms of Money in the Bank cash-ins?
Top 3 easily.
Agreed. I mean, like the first Money in the Bank match is arguably the best. The Money in the Bank cash-in with Edge is arguably the best. Like everyone's like Rollins in the heist of the century because it happened at Mania, but you always remember your first time. I remember sitting there watching Elimination Chamber, pissed off that John Cena won again, and then boom, you think you know me, and he came out and beat his ass. I was like, yes. And that first Edge title reign, the 2 weeks it lasted, I loved it every time it was on. I'm an Edge head, man, big fan.
Listen, I don't get me wrong. My favorite is still Seth Rollins WrestleMania 31. That shit was good. But one reason why Seth Rollins could run is because Edge speared motherfucker. And that was, especially now that, hey, that dude ain't here no more, right? John Cena's the never seen 17. Go fuck yourself. Don't lose your spleen, all that bullshit. But in the mid 2000s, when he had worn out his welcome early and he won Elimination Chamber and Edge comes out, it's just like, oh, okay, maybe this is still for the bad guys. And dude, that was awesome. On top of the background story where he hands the belt, he hands the briefcase to Vince, and Vince goes, "Prove me right." Like that's just even that. Oh, yeah. I mean, the first one, Edge, I'm an Edge head to the day I die. You think you know me?
Oh, I know you, jabroni.
Well,
I also like. I like RVD's cash in as well because RVD is one of my all-time favorites, and I was at WrestleMania when he won the thing. So, yeah, John Cena, man, he sucked. Let's see, Cena was cashed in on by RVD, Edge. Edge again. Who else? Is Cena
Sandow cash in on him, right?
Yeah, but Sandow's the first person to lose, right?
Right, but we're just talking cash-ins.
Yeah, that pissed me off, dude. Damian Sandow should have not only cashed in Money in the Bank, but he should have won. He was great. That whole stunt double gimmick, and he had the wooden briefcase.
That was incredible.
I lost that shirt, but I still have it somewhere.
It will return to you. Oh, yes, it will be yours. It will be yours. No, that's really all I wanted to say about that. I did remember one other piece of news I forgot to share, and this is perfect for clipping, and I will tell you after I return from sneezing. I'll be right back.
The Ziggler cash-in was great, too. Because there was that whole will he, won't he thing for that entire time, and he dragged that thing out for almost a year, and then he finally fucking hits the cash-in, and people went nuts.
Oh, dude. That's like top 5 favorite moments that I've ever experienced live. We were so into it. We're like, yes! We had terrible seats at that Raw, but that was a great time. Or that great moment. That show was pretty shit, though. Dion, that was the year before you started going to Mania. So
it is. That's very true. Very true.
But let's see. I just wanted to pull this image up, which will be perfect for some shorts later on in the future. I have some news about Star Wars Starfighter, and I only want to bring it up because I want to ask your opinion if this makes you excited or makes you feel kind of ambivalent. It was revealed that Tom Cruise directed and shot the lightsaber duel underwater. So when you see the movie, you'll know that part of it was shot by Tom Cruise. I mean, how cool is that? Tom Cruise visited the set of Starfighter and ended up filming one of the lightsaber duels. Last week, Steven Spielberg was there, and now Tom Cruise is wielding a camera. You know what? I'm going to make a fucking fake story. I'm going to say this movie is falling apart, and that Tom Cruise is there to fix it, and Steven Spielberg is there to fix it.
Do it.
And they're going to help bring it. I'm going to make this fucking... and here's the thing, folks. In the video, I'm going to act like it's real. I'm only telling you now that it's fake.
Listen, if you need to, talk to my AI guy to get you some set pictures, quote unquote.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Come out later this year.
You said you wanted to go viral, Dion.
Listen, I mean, fuck it at that point. But I mean, you're not you can't be that far off because isn't this supposed to come out later this year?
It is.
Which means it's perfect time to make up a rumor. Did you hear?
Yeah.
The movie fell apart in post-production.
Listen, if Tom
Lots of people have made big YouTube careers off of making shit up repeatedly about Star Wars.
I think it's time to cash in, guys.
I can dig it.
Future Star Wars content.
Yeah, you know the guy I'm talking about. Talk to him, and like he'll send you like eight images that he can make up while he's taking a shit. Like it won't be a problem.
I want one of Tom Cruise yelling at the little kid actor from this movie.
I'm sure you could. Just send him the parameters of what you want and like how you want it to look, and like he'll send it to you. I'm sure it won't take very long.
I mean, I can just use AI myself. I know how to use that shit. I've trained myself on
That's
these
right.
prompts.
There
So
you
when
go.
the computers take over, I'll at least know how to survive.
One thing I've heard about that, which I think is like an interesting take, is that like some guy said, oh, because of all the AI sucking up like RAM and GPUs and things like that, because of that, we're gonna get less IoT home devices like fridges that need Wi-Fi, washing machines that need Wi-Fi and things like that, because all these AI companies will
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
they'll need all the chips and all the RAM for their computers. So we're gonna go back to like appliances
Normal
and
shit.
things. Yeah, normal shit. Basically everything will go back to like 2005 or like 2001 or whatever, because all the RAM will be sucked up by the AI companies, and we'll just go back to like dumb phones and dumb TVs and dumb refrigerators and things like that. So
That's how it worked, dude. We bought a refrigerator when I was a kid in like 2001. That shit still works at my mom's place. You don't need to upgrade. It's got one job: keep your food cold and your stuff frozen. That's it.
yeah, no, I've actually heard recently. I think people who have bought like the brand new Samsung fridges, apparently the freezer freezes it to the point where the door won't open. Like it just keeps going.
Oh, it's too efficient.
Yeah, it's too efficient basically. Like it like everything's got like 2 inches of fucking ice on it. It's just wild. So like nobody likes it, and it just doesn't work properly. Either that or it just doesn't freeze, and like the door's kind of ajar and it melts all the time and fucks up their floors and everything. So it's one or the other. But I think that was an interesting take. I was like, oh, that makes sense. I hope that happens to the point where like, so if that's a thing, then AI will not be able to. Well, hopefully we'll get to the point where it can't track us as much because we'll be having dumb phones and shit.
Oh, I would love that. I'm okay. Like, I want to keep the camera just because I get ideas and I'm like, hold on, I need to record myself talking about this idea. But I don't need a lot of the other stuff. I'm okay
Agreed.
if my phone gets some trauma, forgets some
Agreed.
things.
Agreed. But I just think it's funny that like we won't need to have our dishwasher connect to the internet in order for it to even work. So like I like that idea.
It kind of saves us because I heard a rumor, same reliable source about my Star Wars shit, that we were going to get DLC for our appliances soon. So Nick, if you wanted to use Jet Dry, you had to buy the DLC bonus pack from Maytag.
Well, no, I actually that's a real thing that's a real thing they're trying to implement. Where like you have to register your dishwasher with your Wi-Fi, and then you have to pay a monthly fee like you would with your car in order to get like you said certain modes of it. Because even now with like Toyotas and other cars, they want to have you pay for like a monthly fee for heated seats and air conditioning and to use the panel.
You have to pay Toyota a monthly fee to be able to remote start your car.
There you go.
I know this because I had the Toyota whatever for one whole year that came with the car when we bought it because it was brand new, and I could remote start the car if I needed to, which when we first got it living out in New Mexico, sometimes it would get pretty damn cold in the morning. So yeah, starting it up and letting it run and defrost and all that stuff was really, really great. Or if it's like, did I remember to lock the doors or not when I went into work? I don't know. Let me pull up my app. I can find out. Oh, the doors are unlocked. Button push. The doors are now locked. Isn't that great? Now, if I want to do that, I have to pay $15 a month to be able to do that. And it's not that important to me. I make sure I lock the doors, and it doesn't get that cold where after remote starts. So I'm good. Although it does get hot enough that remote starting would be great to run the air conditioner, but is it really $15 a month great? I think not.
Dion, do you pay extra for yours?
Nope. That's all still included, and comes with the thing. Now, granted, mine is a pre-2020. I think mine's a 2019. So that's that. I'm sure that's a definitely a more recent thing, because even with my model, my Ford, they were pushing the Ford app. So luckily, I'm just before all that shit.
Yeah, because I think it started in like 2020, 2021 or something like that, where they started doing that stuff heavily, and it's just been, it's been complete bullshit. Nickel and diming the fuck out of me for all this stuff is terrible. And like, I hope because of the RAM and because of things being taken up by AI, we get less of that, because they're going to need less chips and things like that for cars, for, like I said, home devices and appliances. So hopefully that becomes, that's the end result of that.
Positives out of weirdness.
Yeah, because I mean, even like, it's funny because GPUs were high, and now they're like double in price, and RAM is like, I don't know, 10 times the price now. It's ridiculous. And it's funny because a lot of devs who are making really nice looking games can't use them because they have to make sure their games are optimized for like DDR4 RAM, DDR4 memory. So
yeah, Dance Dance Revolution is still fucking things up, Nick.
So now it has to work on your old ass PC for it to like work and function. And they're also trying to push, like, I think cloud gaming as well. That's another like rumor and idea, because they want people not to build their own computers. So
no, because then they're like, oh, you can't use it. You have to use our computers through your shitty phones. It's like, I'll just build a supercomputer.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm getting tired of the subscription bullshit. So
you've had enough, and you can't take any more. You got it.
That's why I built my media server. That's why I fucking did that. I got tired of that shit and just started putting things on there, and I'm happy with it.
So to close us out tonight, I have a list of some of the top films of 2026. We're going to look at just a few, but we're going to play a different game, guys. Instead of giving our opinions, or if we're excited on the film, will the film suck, or at least be a flop? Let's say it that way, because it might be great and not make a bunch of money, but no, let's ask, will it shit the bed? That's a little more WCBS. So Avengers Doomsday, it's got everybody and your uncle in it. Will it shit the bed, Nick?
I don't think so. I think it's going to make a good chunk of change for sure. I don't think it'll make the projected amount they're talking about, but I think it'll make a good chunk of change.
Dion, will it shit the bed?
I think it's going to shit the bed. I think out the gate they were saying it was going to be between $300 and $350 million. I think Doomsday is going to be the straw that bursts the bubble in terms of these big budget movies where they just can't help themselves but to spend a couple $100 million. On top of the fact that, hey, you're bringing back RDJ, do some bullshit. Don't get me wrong, you guys know me. You solve everything when it's good. That being said, I don't think they got the magic anymore, boys. I think it's a flop.
Wow.
Kendo.
Those sheets are going to stay clean.
If the movie's rumored to be if the rumor is true that the movie's 3 hours and 45 minutes,
so they're not doing two parts; they're doing one part.
Well, yeah, because there's a second movie called Avengers: Secret Wars. That's what the
Secret Wars is after Doomsday.
Yeah, and that's the one I think more people are excited for, because that's going to be like the grand reset.
Okay, so if it's so I did the math very quickly. It's like, so 350. They need 350 budget. With 2.5 times is 875 million they have to make to break even. To break even, that's domestic break even. 875 domestic break even.
I feel like your budget is way too low though, because the last two Avengers were filmed together and they cost like $1 billion. So these movies are like $500 million movies. Force Awakens is 440. I'm guessing this movie's closer to $500 million, 600 million, maybe even like it could be the most expensive movie ever made.
So if it's 500, it's $1,250 million. It has to make.
I don't think it's 500 million. I think because it's supposed to come out
December 18th
of this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
No fucking way of this year.
Yeah. The trailers are out, dude.
I saw
Cyclops,
the trailer. It's coming
with
out.
Cyclops?
It's December of 2026.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm looking at it right here. December 18th, 2026.
I can't see it ballooning up to more than 500 million before the end of this year, but I can definitely see it, because of who you're bringing in. 300 makes sense. I think I can get close to 5, but I'd be like, yeah, I think 450 would be the maximum in terms of Marvel fucking this up. But yeah, the fact that it's we can all say it has to make $1 billion to make a profit. It has to make $1 billion.
So it's got to make $1 billion domestically in like 2 weeks or in 2 weekends.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna fucking happen. Ain't gonna fucking happen. And they invested what, $80 million into RDJ and got him a private jet and all the other bullshit he wanted.
Well, Nick, not only that, the last 2 major Avengers events that were supposed to happen was this, and I loved it, was Thunderbolts and then Fantastic Four. So those both underperformed.
Yep.
And it's just, even before we get to, how much they're paying the motherfuckers to be in it, they have to pay the people that were in the last things that didn't make that much money.
Yeah, but I feel, well, I mean, and the other thing is just like, I know this doesn't constitute like ticket sales, but when you look at when you look at the views for the trailer leaks and things like that online, they're pretty high, And
yeah, we had 1,000 people watch this. We talked about a rumor.
That's another thing I was thinking about as well. I was like, yeah, we got 1,000 people watching us talking about the rumor, and I'm like, there's still people who are like, I guess, trying to, I don't know, they're trying. I guess they're hopeful that it's good, or they're hopeful that it's going to be, something good or whatever. But I don't know if it is. And I'm kind of with Dion where like, it's not gonna do too well. But like, I think there's enough people out there who will go watch it the first 2 weekends or the first weekend, and it'll make a good portion of its money back. I don't think it'll do $1 billion, but it'll do, probably 750, 800.
I mean, we'll be going to see it for the channel.
Oh, of course.
It comes out on the 18th. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Normally, though, we kind of take our Christmas break where it's like, I don't really feel like doing this right now. Let's just take it off.
But no, if that comes out, I feel like we gotta try to get into like an early screening or something whenever that shit comes out, and like try to get into that for sure.
Well, just think about it. Like, what Marvel movies coming out between January and December?
Nothing.
Right.
Wait,
so they're gonna have to spend.
Wait, Spider-Man doesn't come out this summer?
Does it? I don't know. I
Wonder Man's Disney Plus.
No, Spider-Man.
Oh, ooh,
yeah, Philadelphia. Like, I'm pretty sure that comes out in July.
Let's see, Spider-Man, brand new date, yeah, 2026. Yeah, okay. July, end of July it comes out this year.
July. Okay. So you have Spider-Man to kind of help. So that's good. I mean that helps their cause a lot. But the still, that being said, the amount of money that they still have to spend between Spider-Man and Christmas is gonna be a lot.
I don't know if I don't know if this is a rumor or this is true or not, but I think they also paid for a Super Bowl ad for the trailer or something, didn't they?
I mean, it makes sense for Marvel.
Yeah, because I remember hearing that. I don't know if it's a headline or something.
We'll know in a few weeks when the Super Bowl's on if there's a commercial.
Yeah, because I remember
it's the biggest ad opportunity in broadcast television.
Yeah, and you're talking like, what is it? Minimum like $25-30 million for an ad minimum. So they're gonna spend a good chunk of change on that for sure. So
I'm looking forward to reading how much they spend in advertising myself, because
dude, yeah, same here. I'm looking forward to the numbers and seeing how much they spend on this shit, because I once again I hope Dion's right and they fucking fail, because I would love to see that. It would be the best thing.
Listen, I want comic book movies to continue. I just think that we are at the precipice of Hollywood going all in on, we spend this much and we're gonna make this much more, and Marvel isn't the track record. Even as a sports fan, you see a lot of things happen, and especially when it leads to something like the Super Bowl, when teams have been getting the shit kicked out of them or whatever, if you weren't doing the thing leading up to this, it's not a surprise when you get your ass whooped. And Thunderbolts didn't do what they thought, and Fantastic Four especially didn't. So, it's Spider-Man helps. I mean, I forgot about Brand New Day. The Punisher's supposed to be in it. So I think that'll go a long way because they're not love bombing us with something in the winter and something in the fucking spring and then something in the summer. But still, just the sheer amount of money they're gonna have to spend, I just don't see the bubble surviving. I don't see the bubble surviving that through the Christmas season too. God damn, I can't remember what they're gonna go up against in Christmas 2026.
Well, the rumor is that on the same day, Dune 3 is coming out.
Oh, dude, I would rather go watch Doom 3.
Barbenheimer 2.0. I mean, I'm going to take part of it, but are the rest of moviegoers going to enough to make $1 billion against Dune? I don't know. And Dune's the same way. Dune is the same way.
You make a lot of good points, sir. You make a lot of good points.
I would, if those both came out the same day, I'd go see Avengers. Sorry, guys, I haven't seen the other two Dunes. How am I going to have the context?
I do love me some Dune though. Like I've already bought the first 2 in 4K. Like they're fucking amazing looking. They look so good, dude. They're so fucking good.
2 was awesome.
Yeah, amazing movies. Visually amazing. But no, if Dune comes out that day, you already have this like established thing with Dune. People are, and the last two have done very well at the box office. So the third one coming out, even if we get a trailer in like July, August, like people are gonna be hyped for it, man. They're gonna be real hyped for it. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens next year.
We also got. Oh, keep going.
I was gonna say, just to kind of add to this. Hollywood, like Dan said, Hollywood's on the precipice of a lot of things, and like they're dying. They're really dying. So I think this year we're on the edge of that. If Hollywood really fucks up this year, I feel like we're going to see a breakup of a lot of studios
because they lost a lot. Hollywood lost a lot of money in 2025.
Jeff, the money that they spent here in Atlanta for the studio space, they're considering making into AI data centers right now.
Yeah.
That's how much they're not filming.
Jeez, it wasn't until the pandemic that I realized how quickly everything has to switch over, or it loses money, and you're like,
well, see here, and here's the thing: is like all the money that was spent on those studios was pre-pandemic money. Once it happened, and like a lot of stuff went to shit, and now that there's less filming because nobody wants to watch things because like it's derivative and it's bullshit, and like Hollywood's fucked themselves over. There's been articles in local news here in town saying that they want to turn the local giant sound stages into AI data centers because it's more lucrative for them to do that than to rent them out to like independent filmmakers or lower budget stuff to make money.
If AI doesn't continue the way they think it does, what are we going to do with surplus of tech chips? Like, all of a sudden, we're going to start giving excess computer chips to, how like they have the Super Bowl teams, and it's like this kid gets a shirt from whatever third world country. Like, we're going to start giving out computer chips to these places that are like 10 generations old. Get everybody on the internet.
No, gaming computers are going to be like $200 for like, a fucking, 5040 or whatever the fuck it's called now, or whatever the hell the $5,000, GPU is.
Did you see the one that's got a screen on it?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Oh, by the way, I'm going to put this out there now. Do you guys want to go to CES next year?
Yeah. It's just down the street from Kendo.
It is, but I mean, like, I can make a fake company.
Yes, I'll go.
I can make a fake company, put us all on there, make a website and everything, put our faces on there so we can get tickets for it next year.
Seriously, let's do it.
Do it.
Okay. All right. I'll invite some other friends too, and we'll make a big Airbnb about it and just go down and like look at all the cool shit for like 4 days.
I'll make us a bunch of clotting to wear. Like, we'll get some polos with our company logo stitched on them. We'll just go around the con
you and me will coordinate. We'll get some pictures going and some fake credentials, and we'll make this a thing.
What are we going to sell with our fake business, Nick?
I already got one lined up from last year, from a couple years ago. Don't worry, I got it.
Perfect. I won't look it. I'm coming up with fake rumors to tell people that the Tom Cruise is into Save Star Wars. We're making fake businesses. This is the year of fake shit. Like 2026 and
we're
2027.
utilizing AI for what it was meant for. Okay, fucking everybody over.
I'm figuring out ways to make money from it, so I'm okay with it. To some degree.
Go. Anyways,
Yeah, let's do it.
Go through the other movies we got coming out.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, 2027 is going to be a busy fucking year for me, us as the channel. We'll be everywhere. We'll be in Los Angeles, there, you name it. We'll go all over. All right. So Dune is expected on December 18th. I say it's a big hit if it comes out. We'll do this quicker.
Yeah.
I say Dune is more likely to be a hit for sure.
I'll take it in this way and say it's more profitable than the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah. I will definitely say that for sure.
Yeah, it'll hit.
All right, Spider-Man, shit or hit? I'm gonna go hit. Kendo,
hit, man.
Hit.
Dion. Here's an interesting one. Toy Story 5. Hit or shit?
Shit. Shit. It's gonna shit.
Okay.
Shit.
I think it'll hit because you're going to have all the people that were kids in the 90s taking their kids to go see it.
Agreed. Hit.
Yeah, I'm going to say hit, and it's going to get people crying. It's going to be one of those movies where people are like, I saw Buzz Lightyear again. It's like, one of those just came out 7 years ago. Like, and I'm sure you Disney adults have Disney Plus. Just watch. Buzz Lightyear never went away. So, I don't know. Like, that's what I hate about the era we live in, where it's like, to sell the thing, you have to create this emotional response. And once you sell that, no story lives up to the hype, but it also means there's no scrutiny because you're selling a feeling. You're not selling a product anymore.
Yeah,
and I could pick you 100 blockbuster films since 2015 that sell you on the emotion and the heart and all this dumb shit. And the product is irrelevant. So
yeah, I agree.
Hey, it makes money, baby.
Oh, I'm not denying it. But like I tell every fucking wrestling fan, you're not in the company. You're not on the board. Why? And this isn't me saying it to you, but like, don't make excuses for the WWE. Me, it can make money. I still think it's dumb, you know? Yep. And I have a problem with it. Like, what I do is when I see a movie marketed or sold that way, I roll my eyes and don't jump in. I wait because it's never worth the time. You can't have an honest debate with these people. It's always, oh, I loved it, and they're like so high on it. And then if the movie made no sense, they think you're the problem. And then like when everybody else is like, it kind of sucks, they're still living that emotional response. It's weird, man. And I think Toy Story 5 is going to live into that. It's just going to be about, you remember Buzz? You remember Woody? Do you remember Jesse? It's like, I don't give a fuck about Ham and all these other ones. Just make the movie.
Listen. The first two are good because Jim Varney was a part of it, and then he was gone and it went downhill. Okay.
Correct.
I like all the Toy Story trilogy films. I hadn't seen the fourth one, so I can't comment on it. Okay, so the next film, Star Wars: The Mandalorian, Grogu, May 22nd. Shit or hit?
Shiz it.
It's gonna hit. People are gonna go watch it.
I was gonna shit.
I say it's a hit, but it's a terrible film.
Oh no, I'll say that too. Yeah,
Like,
people are gonna go watch it. It's gonna be really good for 2 weekends, and then it'll shit.
Good.
I think it's gonna be the fact that it's the folks that made the show, and even with the other seasons, you had those. You know, Kevin Feige didn't come soon enough. This movie's done, and it is the last remnants of hey, no matter what you say about her, whatever, internet speak or not, it's gonna be the last bit of Kathleen Kennedy, man. And even though they tried to come to their senses at the last minute, it's gonna feel like the show where there's gonna be a moment of what the fuck is this? So I think this is gonna be the Star Wars film that rocks Lucasfilm's jaw. This is gonna be a shit show.
Remember though, how many future Karens of America bought those Grogu dolls and made their personality? Like, there's the women that make Hocus Pocus their personality in October.
You bite your tongue, sir. That's a good fucking movie, okay?
It's fine, but don't change your personality based on a movie.
Hocus
Based on
Pocus
the season.
2 was a failure.
It was a failure.
So to that very point, the pull on nostalgia for, again, Obviously that was Disney Plus, but for going out and taking the kids, is the vibe of Mandalorian from the show to the movie, does it fit well enough to make Mandalorian Grogu Moana? I don't think so. Kids will watch it, but how many of those kids watched Mandalorian season 1? You know what I mean?
Star Wars is a inherently like for everybody property, but it's the older people that like obsess over it, like every little detail. Like when I was a kid and I was watching those movies, I'd be like, wow, that was awesome. And then I would read the book and then I would read like the making of stuff. But I wasn't trying to like live in fan theories or read like every little detail on the Gribblies on the ship or whatever that kind of stuff is. But like as I got older, I got interested in that stuff. I don't think trying to make an overtly child-friendly Star Wars adventure is the right money. I think it's weird too, because we're all roughly the same age. We grew up in a time where shit had an edge to it. Like kids' movies, we had cartoons based on rated R movies. There were really complex and important themes in all of our shows. And it's not just like one or two shows had some messages. It had tons of stuff. Even something like Batman had deeper themes that you don't even find in adult entertainment today.
Right.
So making a Star Wars show regressive for the family to get kids that like the damn the action figure in there, I think will hurt it in the long run. And I don't think that's your audience. If you did something that was just a little more Rogue One-ish, where you can merchandise it, but you take out cutesy bullshit and you just kind of keep it a little harder edged. I think that's what would make this movie a hit. But I think it's going to be like a Return of the Jedi Ewok scene for 2 hours. So
yeah. Well, and I think the other side of that you got to remember is this is supposed to be a quick 1-2 for Lucasfilm to get back in the game because of
dude. If Mandalorian fails like as hard as you say it's going to do, I will laugh my ass off if that happens because it's going to be just like. Especially if Disney loses to Dune this year, with Doomsday, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I think they're gonna jump out of the fucking highest building into the parking lot. I really do because they're just not gonna have any sort of clout, any sort of money, anything to their name. Even now, I don't know if you guys heard, but they're offering people who want to book the summer of 2006. They're offering them a ridiculous 2 nights free, 2 park free pass for coming into the park. They're really trying to get people back into the good graces of Disney, and it's not fucking working.
They don't make enough cool stuff. Like we talked about earlier about leaving our houses for stuff. Yeah, I'll go down to anything for anything else. But Nick, we'll be very close to Disney. Unless you want to go, I won't even think about going.
No, of course, yeah.
Well, Dune, Sony, right?
Warner Brothers.
I think, yeah, it's
WB. But here's the weird part: we don't know how the merger is going to work.
Right.
Well, so if the merger goes through and Dune 3 is actually coming out this year, would Netflix keep the theater window open so they could show how much power they have over Disney?
No, because it happened pre-contract, and even then, from what I've heard, is that merger is supposed to take 2 years to fully go through.
Gotcha. Okay, because this movie's not confirmed to come out this year. That's just a tentative release date.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just saying,
right.
Anything can happen.
But I mean, if you really want to fuck with Disney, you bring it out the same day, and I feel like people will go watch Dune before they watch Doomsday.
They will.
Even to play sassy sex heroine in the slasher here. Even if the merger works and Netflix buys it, this is a huge battle point. So if Dune does come out at the same time as Doomsday, and I'm sure we're going to get a little bit more news of the other films come out at the end of the year. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, obviously. But even if that is the case, say it works out, it probably will, and Netflix gets it and they figure out what they want. Netflix is probably still going to use Warner Brothers as a distributor. That's their way to double dip. So if they do, even a year or two after a huge merger like that, with replay money, obviously the 4K and physical media sales, this is a huge battle point if it does come out against Doomsday. That's going to be fucking huge because Netflix is still going to use the Warner Brothers brand for film distribution because they can't figure out what to do with the Netflix shit. So it's still a big button heads moment.
Yeah. And actually, even for physical media, I just heard Vinegar Syndrome got the Warner Brothers deal, so they'll be distributing Warner Brothers stuff from now on.
Yep, we're in the boutique only home video phase.
Yeah, which is bad because then you have these, which is bad for physical media because you're charging, they'll be able to charge $35 and $40 for a Blu-ray or 4K now, and
they already are. They're $50.
Yeah, it's not fucking good. It's not good at all.
I'm with you. I don't like paying that price. I hate the fucking scalpers because you get these dickless dudes that are just going to be like, I'm buying 10 of them. And then they jack up the price on steelbooks. And sometimes stuff sells out within moments because people are buying this crap and jacking up the prices. I hate that. Like, I did like when you go to Best Buy and the movie was like $14.99 on DVD. You're just like, oh, I can always get this.
Yeah.
I think,
well, okay. So do you think if that becomes the case and like you have scalpers for steelbooks and things like that, do you think because of that happen, so let's say that happens in the next 18 months, do you think then these companies will go back to physical media because of that?
There has to be a big enough demand and a way for most people in America to play the discs. Because let's be honest, everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got either a TV that has something attached to it that can stream. How many people still are rocking disc players? Like, I thought of this today, actually. I haven't bought a single-use home media player since 2003. I'm all game console stuff. But how many of those game console people only buy the digital versions? Not everybody's like Dion and I that make sure we got our disc version of our consoles because we want to, do that shit. So to answer your question, I don't think unless streaming shits the bed, and I'm talking like something happens.
It's happened this last year because everything getting so expensive, people don't want to pay the money anymore. Like,
well, not only that, but you guys are remembering the streaming war is fully on right now.
Yeah, we're in the trenches now for sure. We're in the trenches.
Yeah, we are in the what's the motherfucking status on the Western Front because Netflix buying Warner Brothers, even if the shit somehow comes with a lot of strings, that's a huge move in the streaming war. So in terms of your question, yeah, I think that we're at the point where physical media is always going to have to be an option. I just don't. But also to Jeff's point, we don't know what the demand is going to be on the consumer because everybody's still, even though we're all pissed at stream, I think the wall is going to fall down between what we can store and what we call ours and what these studios call theirs, because that's been the big thing, especially when people were moving all of their music to digital from physical. They were ripping it and putting it on their computers, and you couldn't retain that. And it was always like, oh, well, yeah, you bought it, but you don't technically own that copy. I think that's going to become the next battleground, specifically with movies, for sure. And that's going to come up because they're battling for the streams. And we're like, yo, this is fucking bullshit. How much are we got to pay for this? The move back to physical technically is inevitable. I think it's all going to be hard drive shit. Yeah. Can I rip it from the cloud to my hard drive and store it in my own server? I think that's going to be a huge fucking deal.
Dude, I've been telling you guys, like, I spent a good chunk of change making my own media server this last year, and I'm very happy I did. Because I've gotten my own shows. I have nearly 1,000 movies on this thing now. I'm sorry, nearly 700 movies, almost to 1,000. I have like 50 shows I want to watch. I constantly watch all the time. And even then, with the setup I have now, I can watch anything I want anywhere in the world with this setup and the way I have it set up.
I think that's where it's at. That's where we're going.
Yeah, and mind you, I spent a good chunk of change on this, but this system's good for 10 plus years.
Well, even the movies that you were sent. Well, excuse me. The ways that you were helping us watch films for our watch-alongs. You know what I'm saying? I got having different cloud services. One that I pay for, I stored that shit in the one that I pay for. So I think that's going to be the next thing, right? Like I've got Microsoft OneDrive, personal, pay for. I want to store these fucking movies in that, and then want to have it to pull up on my TV whenever. That's gonna be the next thing, because people are gonna be getting out of the streaming wars here pretty fucking soon.
Yeah, I really want to stop paying for these fucking things.
Well, like I said, if you guys need to, need any help building your own servers or NAS boxes, give me a fucking call, man. I did mine. I know how to do it now. So.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, Nick's gonna come out and do that for me this summer.
100%. I will. No problem. I'll spend an hour building it, and the other 4 days just hanging out with you.
I got grandfathered into another Plex account over Christmas, dude.
That's fucking best. I think if you're into that, I think if you're on those servers, you're allowed to download the movies as well.
Well, I got access to about almost 20,000 movies between these two I'm on.
Yeah, I think if you're part of those or friends of those people, you're allowed to download the movies off their servers as well too. Or it's like one of those things they'll come up as like they just say yes, but I think they're going to be fine because like you're just copying it. You're not like like taking it off their server kind of thing. So yeah.
Well, my cousin uploads 4Ks and they're like ridiculously high.
Jesus Christ, you need to get me on that server too. Shit, man.
I don't have access to that one. That's all him. But my other friend that's local here, he's got a pretty nice one too. He's got some system that the computer automatically pulls from wherever you download movies, and it just does it.
Oh, I know what he does.
Yeah. It's awesome. You're just like, hey man, F1's on here. Sweet.
Yeah, I know exactly what he does, and yes, I do have F1 and 4K on my TV, and it looks so goddamn good and sounds amazing. I fucking love that movie.
It was great.
It was so good.
Ooh, Jettison guy, that sounds awesome. He's gonna because of you, Nick. He wants to do a 4K roundup of his top 100 movies at least.
Let's see. He inspired me to do a 2016. See, for 2016 to do a 4K roundup. Do it, man. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and X or Twitter or whatever. If you need any technical help, reach out, man. I'll do what I can. The problem I was having with my server is I didn't put a uninterrupted power supply in it, a UPS. And so I would be gone, in Tennessee on vacation for like a week, and also the power would blink and the thing would go off and it couldn't turn it back on. So I finally got one as soon as I got back here, and like it's never gonna happen again. I have it scheduled a certain way, I have it plugged in, it's great. Like it's the best thing ever. Best thing fucking ever.
Did you guys know we're on Letterboxd now?
Are we?
Yeah, officially. I've only done like one thing on it, but we do have a WCBS Letterboxd. So follow us, folks. We're gonna get more filmic in 2026. Because what we should do is we should follow Jettison guy. We should figure out like our own personal top 25 movies, maybe even 50, and see how many we own on home video, and maybe do a little quest ourselves. Because of my top 10, I own all my favorite movies, but I don't have them all in 4K.
Yeah. It's weird how Letterboxd has like become a staple now. It's fucking wild.
I figure we'll go there and have some fun.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to put like. We should do an Andy Sedaris thing for it. Nick, you can rank them.
God, I love his movies. I'm glad I have them in full HD. They've never gone to 4K. I don't think they will, but I'm glad I have them on Blu-ray.
They will, Nick. There is some shit that I've seen in 4K. You're like, who watches this?
Dude, I'm sure you follow the same thing I do. Dawn of Discs or whatever on like Facebook and Twitter. The shit you see that goes up to 4K on there sometimes I'm like, why would they do pre-order? They'll do pre-order. They did a pre-order for fucking Tron Ares on there. I'm like, why would anybody want this in 4K? Who's paying for this shit? Dude, it happened the week before it even came out in theaters. I was like, who the fuck is doing this?
Disney adults.
No, I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. I really wish I was kidding. But like either the week over the week before Tron Ares came into theaters, they already had the Steelbook pre-order on Amazon.
I have to see a movie before I'm going to commit to buying it.
No, 100%.
That's
every
just the
time
studio thing right now, man. Like it's just that that bubble's gonna burst. Another perfect fucking example of like, this movie's coming out and we're sure it's gonna be a hit, and we're investing that it's gonna be a hit. Pre-order for the Steel Box. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna like it, right, regular people? And it's just that bubble has to fucking burst. Dude, that's why Doomsday is gonna be huge, because they're saying what Tron Ares is gonna lose 170 million or some crazy shit.
Well, it should, because the movie was a waste of time.
Dude, that oh my god! I could have had a fucking psychotic episode and came up with a better Tron movie than that.
I tried not to do like full rant because I just didn't care enough.
Yeah,
Like,
it's one of those things where it's like it's so bad everybody's gonna realize it's bad. Like there's no need to fucking do that.
it was just such a disappointment, man. Like
I agree.
I hope Disney will never financially recover from this, but whatever. Let's all right. Let's look at a few more of these movies. Narnia, hit or shit? Just say it out.
Yeah, probably hit.
I'm gonna say shit. I think it's gonna be a valiant effort, but it's gonna shit.
It's got Daniel Craig. Ew. It's gonna make a fuckload of money because it's the woman that directed Barbie, and everyone's gonna be like, "She directed Barbie." It's like, okay, but she also directed other shit.
Well, I feel like they'll do that in the ads, but it'll only like go so far.
Yeah, because now Barbie's like a Tubi ad on my TV, and I'm just like, go away, Barbie. This movie was not for me. All right, Peaky Blinders, the movie, hit or shit? I'm gonna say this one's shit in terms of box office.
It'll hit on box office because people will still love that show. It's gonna hit.
I turned it off about 4 seasons in.
Yeah, it's about when I gave up on it too. Right about the time he got married and everything like that. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, that was one of those shows that fell off hard.
Damn.
Yeah, it'll shit.
All right, live action Moana. I say it's one of the biggest hits of July.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll
mega
hit.
hit.
It'll hit.
Let's see. Let's find some ones that we've actually heard of. Fokker-in-Law. I hope that flops hard.
Fail badly.
Like, I want that movie to make less money than like The Room. Like,
Holy
I really
shit.
wanted to,
I don't know if it'll be that bad, but it's gonna be. It's Ben Stiller has not hit his reverb.
Well, he has. He's just directing. That's the thing.
Yeah, but this is directing and starring.
No, it's directed by John Hamburg. It says.
Really? That's wild. Because he's got such praise for the show Severance.
Yeah, with Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott. Yeah, he's praised for that. But I guess this is a leftover contract from the studio, and they're like, yeah, I want to finish off Fockers. Let's go ahead and try it. So
if he's not directing, Fokker-in-Law might have a chance.
Yeah. I feel like if they want him to come back and like be that, like do that again, he'd have to do another Night of the Museum kind of thing.
Yeah, without Robin Williams, that'll never happen.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, Night of the Museum's done without him. Yeah,
that's his franchise.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat 2, shit or hit? I'm gonna go hit.
I'm gonna go shit.
Go shit. Go shit.
Because the
I'm gonna
first
say barely a hit.
Wait, what? There's a new Riddick movie coming out?
Yeah,
anime.
It's
an animated one though. Yeah, but yeah, our boy Vinny he's financing it again himself.
Jesus.
Oh, Super Mario Galaxy the movie. I say it's a hit.
Hit.
I say it makes it breaks it hits into the top 10 for sure.
Wait, Dion, are you saying it'll probably do more money than Doomsday?
Dude,
don't take that bet, Dion. Don't take that bet.
Do it.
Do it. Do it on air for $1.
Dion,
let
as your parlay ride and die every weekend during the football season, I'm telling you, this is a bad bet. Walk away.
Don't be a pussy, Dion.
How much time I got?
30 seconds.
Oh fuck. Listen, I think Marvel's betting with money that they don't have right now, and Mario is hot. It's hot.
Always will be, bro.
I think I gotta take it, Doc. I think I gotta take it.
All right, you take that bet, folks. We will come back to you at the end of this year, where my guess is that Mario, while making $1 billion, by New Year's Eve, Avengers will have passed Mario worldwide gross.
Oh,
that's my guess. My guess. Let me see if there's anything else worthwhile on the list. 28 years later, that'll be a fucking flop.
Oh yeah, what is the Bone Collector or some shit they're talking about? Or
the Bone Temple.
Bone Temple was the recent one.
Okay.
No, It says it comes out in 8 days.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's a flop.
Yeah, I don't. Nia DaCosta directs. Ray Fiennes is in it.
Yep.
That'll put butts in seats.
Not too many.
Ooh, Project Hail Mary, hit or shit. I hope it's a
hit because of The Martian and who's the main guy in it now? Fucking
the actor.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Yep. That's why.
Ooh, it's got the AT&T girl. That's why I'll go see it.
I think it's gonna be a shit.
You do?
I do. I think that one's gonna. I think Ryan Gosling's in a little bit of a slump right now. I think this is gonna be a shit.
Well, okay. Here's why I think it's gonna be a hit because the writer, I want to say it's Andy Weir, did The Martian. And his books are pretty well revered. He's only done like 3, I think, and then people really like them. But I think with that movie coming out and him being a good writer, people are gonna go watch it. I feel like it's gonna be a hit.
But I think my only thing is Mickey 17 didn't do well in 2025. And even though it's got Gosling, I think he's still fighting out a Fall Guy. And because Mickey 17 had the dude from Parasite who wrote it too. So I think it's gonna be one of those things where people like it. It's just not gonna make any money.
Well, no, Parasite was a Korean. He went from Korean to American. Like I think that's like
true.
And he waited way too long to make Mickey 17 then, or have his name out there on it. From going from Parasite to Mickey 17, like you took too fucking long. Like
Boom Jong-un or whatever his name is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, took way too long to make that. And like Mickey's, like I really like Mickey 17.
I loved Mickey 17. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, really good movie. But I did see it. It did flop. Nobody really went to go watch it. But once again, I feel like with what's happening with Project Hail Mary, I feel like it's gonna be a hit.
All right, let's do these quicker too, because there's a few the audience will want to hear about. Clayface comes out on 9/11.
Oh shit!
Hit or okay, you're going shit. All right,
hit.
All right.
It's gonna hit. Fucking Clayface. That character's terrified. That character's terrified me since the cartoon. Fuck it, it's gonna hit.
I say it's shit. Big flop.
Ooh.
Big fucking flop.
Oh, wow.
Like,
ooh.
People are going to question superhero movies after this.
Jesus. Oh, dude, do you think
make them forget?
Recent Batman news is going to propel Clayface through that.
Okay, so Jeff, do you think because of Clayface, like there may be a less of a faith in superhero movies if that flops?
I think we're already at a pretty low point in terms of trying to do off like look at this. You make a Spider-Man movie, it'll make money forever. But like Venom, we're kind of out of that window. Like if you tried to make a Doc Ock movie now, nobody's gonna go see that piece of shit. But what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to put everything together on one package. So you're paying your $30 to go see it at the movie theater, and you get every superhero and every villain, and it's just gonna be crap thrown at the wall. That's my guess with everything.
All right, fair enough.
Scary Movie 6, I'm gonna go hit.
Hit.
Yeah, hit.
The Michael Jackson biopic, hit or shit?
That'll be a hit. It'll be a crappy movie, but it'll be a hit.
The trial against his estate's gonna start, I think, this year, and I think that's gonna affect it. I think it's gonna be shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say shit as well.
This movie, The Rip, sounds cool. A group of Miami cops discover a stash of millions in cash, leading to distrust as outsiders learn about the huge.
Damon and Affleck. I think it's gonna be a hit.
Is that who's in it? Fuck, it's gonna hit. Yeah. It's gonna hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Oh, that's next week, guys. I'll go see that shit.
Oh,
yep, Hillary and I already said. I'm gonna say. I told her I'm gonna get drunk and she's gonna take me.
Jumanji 3, hit.
Yeah.
I want to say shit.
I think it's gonna still be good, and I think it's gonna shit. I think the Rock's gonna be good in it, and it's still gonna shit. I think he's still there's a little bit of poison right now.
I think it'll be a hit because people forget that I say The Rock's going to be nominated for an Oscar, not win. But,
for The Smashing Machine?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a light, buddy.
Okay. I like your boy's moxie on that.
Yeah, we're going to have fun this year. The He-Man movie, did we already say that one?
No, but shit.
Shit, because of Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a shit, sadly.
I would go even further than Kevin Smith. He-Man's not that relevant. Like, we're all well, okay, Dion and I are from that generation where He-Man, Transformers, and G.I. Joe wasn't around like you guys think. There was Generation 2, and there were some G.I. Joes on the shelves, but nobody gave a shit about that stuff. Those were toys that older kids played with, or nobody played with. I never had a friend that had G.I. Joe or Transformers, or my cousin who's 51 grew up with He-Man. Like, I would go to their house and play with He-Man because I didn't bring my own toys to their house. I don't think He-Man has any cultural cachet. It's just on the internet where people are like, well, I love He-Man. It's like Thundercats. At one point in time, it was huge, but that's 50 years ago almost. Like,
true.
It's He-Man. And also, too, he became an internet meme, and he's really gay looking. So it's like one of those two things are going to kill him.
Oh, my God.
Here's a question, though. Serious question. Will He-Man make less money than the Cliffhanger remake starring Pierce Brosnan?
What?
No. Is that
what?
6?
That comes out August 28th.
No, Cliffhanger with Pierce Brosnan's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
I don't. It's a no. We're no. It's gonna.
You broke the.
He-Man's making more.
It's not gonna hit.
Cliffhanger.
No, Cliffhanger's gonna make more than He-Man.
That's crazy.
Supergirl, hit her shit.
Shit.
I say shit too.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, because people are done with the whole female lead stuff, and I think it's it's finally got to the point where people are just tired of it. So
they did push really hard for a couple years to the point where you're like, I'm a
well,
very
the
mild
trailer
man.
didn't help. The trailer was very much a 2016 movie.
Yeah,
for sure. It's very dated, but I think it'll be good enough because it's supposed to be Supergirl, Superwoman of Tomorrow or something is a storyline, so which is supposed to be great. So I think it'll be good enough. Well, where it'll be by definition a hit, if not like a mega hit.
I think we're like, if Superman only makes that much money, Supergirl is going to make so much less money. It's just
for sure. Agreed.
Like, I don't get how a guy in Ohio has it figured out that branding is important, but branding isn't the be all end all that will get everybody into a theater anymore. You can't go, it's the new DC, whatever. But I don't give a shit about this or Creature Commandos. I didn't even watch Peacemaker. I fell asleep in James Gunn's Suicide Squad and never went back to finish it. Like, but I'll see Superman twice. I'll go see Batman, all this shit, but I ain't going to support every movie from DC. I think this one's going to hurt big time to the point where people will go, this is the one that'll make people question even more than what I say earlier as a joke. What was a shitty superhero movie? Clayface. I think this one will be really damning. And then finally, let's just joke. Will the new Hunger Games make money?
No.
Jinx.
I hope not.
It'll shit because like those
young adults done right now. There's nothing good enough right now.
No. There's nothing in that era or those books that like those kids will go watch. And obviously those kids can't even read now. So
yeah, those kids aren't fucking Hunger Games fans.
No, they're fans of Skibbity Toilet and 6'7".
Hunger Games kids are going to college.
Yep.
But I think they already graduated from college, Dion, because we were in college when the Hunger Games came out. Or at least I was when I transferred. I was still in freshman. That was my senior year when the first one came out.
I thought the third one, I thought D2 was born.
No, I'm saying, no, you're right, is what I'm trying to get at. But those kids, oh, you mean kids that were born when it came out? I thought you meant like the teenagers that were growing up reading the books. Because I'm like,
no, yes. I mean, the teenagers that were born reading the books they're all fucking adult age. They're all getting out of college now.
Oh, and now we have no Jennifer Lawrence, the first action star. This movie's going to be dead on arrival.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
So guys, we have reached our time limit by a lot for the first show of 2026. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Anything else you guys want to say before we go?
Free yayo.
Okay. Well, folks, let's switch this over because you know how we like to close out the show. Join me on Saturday for a surprise trip through Ollie's that I'm spoiling the surprise for you right now by telling you. So make sure you watch that. Check out all of our content here on the channel and be on the lookout for Stealing Solo 2 very soon. I posted an update the other day. From now on, all updates are just for the backers. We're not going to make announcements. There's really nothing to talk about here on the channel. I will say when the books are shipped, and if there's any extra after the con at the end of the year, when we'll be able to get some more out to people. But until then, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. But in the meantime, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.